Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Robert. That's got to be the worst feeling.
Yeah, very confusing.
Let's talk about the girl you want to call first. What's her name?
Melissa.
Melissa. And where did you meet her?
We met off Tinder, actually.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not as shocking that she ditched you in the middle because you just never know what you're going to get with Tinder, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's Tinder, but when we actually had the date, it went really well. We had a great time.
It sounds like it went great.
So good she ran.
Yeah, maybe it was too much fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun up to the point where I couldn't find her.
Yeah.
What'd you guys do?
Well, I thought it'd be a really great idea that we go to like one of those family activity centers, the mini golf and batting cages.
That's always nice because especially when you don't know someone, there's at least the common ground of you're doing an activity together.
Did you win her a prize?
No, we didn't make it to the arcade.
That's probably why she left.
That's it. Because what girl doesn't want to go home with a 4-foot-tall giraffe?
See? Brooke knows. So what'd you guys do there? Was it all fun, or were there awkward moments where you think it might have caused her to leave?
It was all fun. I mean, we started off with mini golf because I thought that was like a good way to bring in the conversation. And then batting cages, we had a great time with that.
Nice. You impress her with how hard you can hit a ball.
She was actually the one with the athlete, so she could actually hit the ball further than I could.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay, maybe that's why she left. She's like, dude, I can't be with this guy.
This guy can't
even hit a baseball.
God, you do understand women, don't you, Jubal?
Yep.
I hope that wasn't the case, but she eventually ditched me. So
Could be that.
I'm dying to know how she ditched you at a family fun center.
Yeah.
all right, well, think of the perfect place, and I'll tell you if you're right or not.
Bathroom?
No, laser tag.
How did you guess that?
Wait, did I really guess it?
Was that it?
Is that
guessed it,
is that
right?
really actually it?
Yeah, laser tag.
Good.
Oh, nice.
I should ditch more people. I'm good at this.
Yeah, we played laser tag, and we were on the same team, and we were right next to each other the whole time. She was doing great, and we were kind of go on these little side missions and stuff like that. And eventually, I got tagged out, and I had to go back to a recharge center, and then I kind of lost track of her.
Yeah.
And then the game was over. The kids won.
Of course.
The kids always win in those
So
things.
good.
And so, I go out there to turn in our equipment, and she's not out there. And I'm like, well, she must not know the game's over. So I go back in, and I couldn't find her. And so I go back out, and I asked the attendant. He didn't know what was going on.
God, you left your fallen comrade on the battlefield.
No, she left me behind.
Yeah.
I was the fallen one.
Did you look around the whole place for her?
Yeah, I looked everywhere, and then I texted her, and no response. I didn't get anything from her. And so I called her, and it went straight to voicemail. Eventually, I had to just leave, and I was really confused.
Yeah.
I thought, we were going to continue the night, and I just, I didn't know what to do.
Weird.
I just picture you wandering through the family fun center like, where's Melissa? Has anybody seen a Melissa?
It was probably the sorriest sight there.
Oh.
Most people thought Melissa was probably a 6-year-old,
Yeah.
but it turns out she was a grown adult that had gone missing.
You lost your date at the family fun center.
Man.
Yeah.
That is so weird. And you haven't heard anything from her at all.
Not a peep, nothing.
Weird.
Have you tried to call her again?
I tried to call her a day later, and then I started to kind of catch on that it was she's just obviously ignoring me. But I'm so confused. I want to know at what point she decided to just ditch me, and what went wrong, what I could do, what I could do, what I did. I'm so confused.
It sounds like it. I would be confused too, because from what you've told us, everything sounded like a normal date.
Is anyone else worried about the safety of this woman?
Yeah,
she was
kinda.
taken away by a gang of children or something. That just seems so weird to just disappear in the middle of a game.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it for a long time, and like you said, if you're going to ditch someone at a family fun center, it's going to be at laser tag. So she must have been planning it for a long time.
I haven't. You know what I think might have happened, Robert?
What?
And this actually happened to a friend of mine during a laser tag type thing. She may have gotten sucked into the game.
What?
They made a movie about it and everything.
No.
Yeah, my buddy Tron.
No.
Or was that was just a
So
movie?
then I have to go in there and save her.
It's not
Yeah,
a documentary.
you have to go. Oh, no,
Jubal.
it's not a documentary?
No.
Oh, never mind then. That's a made-up movie. That wouldn't be able to happen. All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Awesome.
All right, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I don't know how many nights I've woken up in a cold sweat
Oh, no.
from the tragedy that I've seen on the laser battlefield. Can happen any moment. Just be walking down the street and see a stoplight change too fast, and it brings me right back to that place. Jim! Jim, turn around! At 12 o'clock, there's a sugared up 7-year-old right behind you, Jim! No! No, why couldn't Jim just turn around?
No!
Why couldn't he just listen to me? It's all my fault! I'm sorry, Jim. And on the phone today
Oh, man.
is another comrade
Yeah.
that has lost a loved one in the laser battle zone. I'm talking about Robert.
Oh, no.
Robert, I'm sorry to get too real on you there, man.
No, that's the story of my life,
Yeah,
man.
but
Yeah, he's having flashbacks right now.
don't worry, we'll see if we can track down the person who you lost playing laser battle. If you're just joining us, Robert is on the phone, and he wants to call a girl named Melissa. She actually ditched him on their first date. They went to one of those family fun center type of places. They were playing laser tag, and then when they were done playing, she was gone, and he hasn't been able to get a hold of her. So we're going to try to get her on the phone and see if we can find out why she ditched him. You ready?
I'm not sure you guys are going to reach her. She's not answering my calls. I called a bunch.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll give it a shot and see if she picks up our phone, okay? Here we go, man. I'm going to dial her phone number right now.
Hello?
Hey, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I was looking for Melissa.
Wait, what? Who is this?
My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show. Is this Melissa?
Yeah,
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
What can I help you with?
Well, I'm actually calling you today because one of our listeners sent us an email hoping that we could track you down.
What?
Yeah. We do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So we got an email from a guy who went on a date with you. His name is Robert.
Robert?
Yes, Robert. He said that you ditched him in the middle of it, and he's been trying to get a hold of you.
Come on.
Do you have a minute to tell us what happened and why you would leave Robert in the middle of your first date?
Do I have to?
Yes,
I'd appreciate
I
it.
mean, you ditched a guy in the middle of your first date. You at least owe him that. That is so rude.
Wait a second. You obviously do not know the story. I did not do anything wrong.
Whoa.
Okay. He swears that your date was amazing,
Yeah.
and there was no reason that you should have left him there.
Yeah, okay, it was fun until it wasn't fun anymore.
Okay, that's usually how
happens
they
a
go.
lot.
Yeah.
So take us through the date then. When did it not become fun?
Oh, so we were playing laser tag.
Okay.
I'm assuming you know about this.
Yeah, we know that you left him in the middle of laser tag.
Oh, it's not exactly how it happened.
Can you tell us how it happened from your side of the story?
Yeah, fine, I guess. Fine. We were playing laser tag, and it was fun. And Rob got super competitive. He was, like, charging these 8-year-olds down.
As one should when they're playing laser tag. I mean, you're in it to win it, right?
Right, I guess that's kind of the point. But he, like, went on this mission to go after this one kid, and he got really into it. And he, like, whipped around this corner, and he backhanded my face with his gun.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay, but
Okay, so he accidentally hit you.
No, he hit me with the gun. There's, like, no way he didn't know he hit me with the gun.
I doubt it doesn't sound like he pistol whipped you. It sounds like it when it's an
No,
accident.
well, it may have been an accident, but he was being, like, an idiot. And, like, clearly, like, the mission of getting this 8-year-old was more important to him than making sure my face was okay.
All
so
right.
why didn't you say something like, ow, that hurt, watch
Well,
where you're
I
going?
did say ow, but they're also, like, playing that ridiculous music, and there's blood streaming down my face.
Wait, you were
And I was
bleeding?
a mess. I was bleeding.
Wow. All right, he did hit you hard then.
Wow.
Yeah, he hit me in the face and he broke my nose.
What? Wait,
Whoa.
your nose is broken right now?
Oh.
Why do you think I sound like this?
I
just
didn't
thought
notice.
you were nasally.
Yeah, I didn't want to assume anything.
Old.
No, he broke my freaking nose.
Wow.
I was bleeding all down my face and I was embarrassed. It's like a first date and there's blood all over my face, and I went to the bathroom, and I didn't know what to do, and so I called an Uber, and I went to the hospital.
Oh.
I know that's really bad, but I just can't imagine this guy not feeling horrible if he actually knew that he did that.
I mean, I didn't even care about the date anymore. He was just being a reckless jerk. And then, like, I just thought my nose was hurt, and I get to the hospital, and then they're like, it's broken.
Oh, my God.
Oh my gosh.
If anything,
I had surgery.
what? You had to have surgery, too?
They had to fix it surgically. I've been out of work.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
If
All right.
anything, I'd be hitting him up for hospital
Yeah,
bills. That is
seriously.
intense.
Melissa, I am so sorry.
Wait, who is that?
That's Robert, Melissa. He's actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
On the phone?
Yeah.
You put him on the... This is ridiculous.
I am so
I'm
sorry.
recovering from surgery. Why are you on the phone? Just leave me alone.
Oh.
I had no idea. I just wanted to know what happened. I had no idea.
I broke my nose and I ruined my favorite shirt, dude.
I'm so sorry. I mean, I tried calling you. I tried finding out what happened, and you didn't tell me what happened. I mean, obviously,
I had to take myself to the hospital. I couldn't answer the phone because I was taking myself to the hospital and getting my mother on the phone to meet me there.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you would have told me, I would have taken you to the hospital. I had no idea. You know, I would have taken.
Robert, you were the last person I wanted to see with my face all bloody.
Oh.
It was in my best interest to get as far away from you as possible.
But it was an accident. I would have taken you to the hospital. I would have paid for all your bills. I would have taken care of
What
it.
did you think you hit with the gun? When you found your gun hit something, what did you think your gun hit?
I was.
You didn't even
Trying
look behind you. You were charging ahead at that redhead kid.
You was being a brat.
Really?
Oh, my
Melissa,
gosh, Robert.
I think the person to blame is that redhead kid.
Yeah.
Take him down.
Honestly.
I mean, listen, I'll do anything to make this right. I had a great time. I know you did right up until that point. If you would have told me, I would have been able to do something. And I want to do something now. If you have any bills, I'll take care of those bills for you.
Whoa.
Like,
I
you don't have to work.
I'm fine. I do not need you.
I don't need. I think she said I don't need you,
Yeah.
but I'm not quite sure that that's what you said. Is that right, Melissa?
I do not need you. I can't. I'm sorry. There is packing material in my nose.
Oh, Melissa.
I feel absolutely terrible. There's no way I could feel great about what happened. I screwed it up. I get it, but I want to make it right. If I can do that in any way, I would. I will.
Melissa, you should. He really didn't mean to do it. I know you're upset and you're hurt and you had to have surgery, but it was truly an accident.
Sounds like it.
I don't know. It sounds to me like he did it on purpose. Sounds to me like, Melissa, it was malicious. That's what he does. He takes girls out and then breaks their noses playing laser tag. He's a
Now's the
monster.
time. Bam.
Yeah, all those monsters that take you to the family fun center.
I don't really know what to think right now. My nose is aching, and I'm on painkillers, and you guys are calling me.
Melissa, I think that you should probably give Robert another shot. He sounds very apologetic.
Yeah.
It's obvious that he didn't mean to do that. Maybe he got a little too competitive, trying to go after that stupid redheaded kid. But anytime you're playing laser tag with those kids, it gets frustrating. And I guarantee he didn't know what he was doing. Would you like to go out with him again on a second date? Once you get better, we will pay for it.
Why would you pay for the date? Robert's already offered to pay for my medical bills.
That's a
Okay,
really
well then
good
Robert
point.
would pay for
Yeah.
it then. But would you go out with him one more time?
I'll do anything to make this right, to do it again.
You can go and get me some takeout, and we can start there, and you can leave it at my door, and when I've successfully gotten the takeout into my door, then you will back 3 steps away from the door, and then I will consider letting you in if you've done all that safely. But I will not ever go to a family fun center with you again,
Oh.
because there was nothing fun about any of this.
Well, there you
My
go.
God, Melissa, you
Robert,
are so cute.
Would
can
you be
do it.
willing to bring Melissa some takeout food and start working your way back into her good graces.
No plastic utensils, no knives or anything.
We'll make it completely safe, Melissa.
I'm in. Whatever you want. I'll get you takeout, finger food only. I'll start there. What's your favorite restaurant?
Oh.
I like Indian food.
I will find the best Indian food restaurant in the city, and I will bring it to you.
Well, I'm kind of hungry, and
Uh-oh.
my mom had to go to work.
Sweetie.
I think
Oh,
Melissa
my
is so
God.
high on pain pills right now.
I feel so bad for her.
Robert, congratulations. You sort of have a second date.
With an almost sober person.
It works for me. That sounds great.
And Melissa, get better soon, all right?
Oh, this is fine.
Bye, Melissa.
It is fine, Melissa. Go to bed and coordinate with Robert to get yourself some food. Have a good one.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
All right, you just heard the second date update from several months ago featuring Robert and Melissa, where Melissa mysteriously disappeared in the middle of a laser tag date, and Robert had no idea why, so he wanted us to call her, and we called her and found out that he accidentally hit her in the face with his laser gun and broke her nose. And so the reason she left was she had to go to the hospital. Robert had no clue that he did it, and after talking about it, Melissa wouldn't agree to a second date, but she would at least let Robert bring her some takeout food while she recovered from her broken nose. And now they're both on the phone for a second date update. Robert, Melissa, how you guys doing?
Hi,
Hey, guys.
how are you?
Good. Your nose sounds better.
Oh, it's so much better, thank you.
So what happened? Are you two officially dating now? Did Robert bring you the food?
Yeah, no, he brought me the food.
Okay.
We had really good Indian. It just so happened when he showed up, it was like perfectly timed when my family was all coming over and taking care of me. So there was a bunch of my family there.
Oh, that's
So
awkward.
no,
So wait, for your second meeting, he met your family?
yeah, no pressure. He met my whole family on that date.
Oh, God. Was that weird for you, Robert?
Yeah, having to explain to them what happened and that it was a total accident.
Sorry, sir, I broke your daughter's nose.
Yeah.
Good to meet you, though.
Pleasure.
She hates me, but she's really nice.
How was it with them? Were they cool with you, or were they like, oh, that's the guy that broke your nose? Why are you over here?
I mean, by the time I got over there, they had all heard the second date update, all that stuff. So they were kind of giving me a hard time about it, but they were, laughing and chucking it off. They were having a good time with me, and I deserved it, I guess.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
But you guys didn't start dating out of it, or did you try to date a little bit?
The chemistry wasn't really exactly there. It wasn't really my thing. But he came over to bring the food, and that was like really nice. And we all kind of noticed Robert had some serious chemistry with my sister Jessica.
Wait, what?
Did you try to break her nose too? That's
Uh,
Robert's thing,
Yeah,
right?
get over here.
Are you
I
serious?
stayed far away from her nose.
Okay.
So wait, Melissa, everyone noticed that Robert was hitting it off with your sister.
Yeah, so I'm a mess, and I'm there broken nose and in bed, and Robert was fine. He was standing there and talking to my sister, and they were definitely flirting and getting things for me together and laughing about it. So they definitely seemed to be hitting it off. My dad was even making jokes about it later.
Really?
Yeah, they don't break any more of my daughter's noses, that kind of stuff.
Whoa.
Okay. And Robert, I'm guessing since we're doing a second date update, you felt the chemistry too with Melissa's sister?
I mean, I didn't expect that to happen, but it was kind of weird. I mean, Melissa was right there, and I started talking to Jessica. We kind of hit it off.
Whoa.
Wow.
Great chemistry.
So wait, Robert, you're now dating Melissa's sister?
We're dating. It's actually pretty serious.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. That's
Yeah.
And you're cool with that, Melissa?
Yeah, well, he's making it sound like it was all his idea. I'd say it was probably more my idea than anything.
what?
I didn't think it was really going anywhere with me and Robert, and he liked my sister, so might as well make somebody happy out of this whole traumatic, awful date.
Oh my gosh.
So there you go. You got a broken nose, but at least your sister got a new boyfriend.
Right, totally. And so far, her face is intact, so that's
Good.
And
good.
here's the perk. She loves laser tag.
She still agreed to go to laser tag with you after you broke her sister's nose on accident.
We absolutely, yep.
Wow.
We had a redemption. It was great.
A redemption.
Brave. Madison, please.
This is she.
Hello, Madison. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
From where? I'm sorry.
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
You're looking for Madison?
Yes, I am. I'm calling you today because we recently got an email about you.
Okay.
It was from somebody that you went out on a date with. His name is Bruce.
Okay.
And Bruce told us a little bit about your date, and he's very curious why you just kind of stopped talking to him. So he asked us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Okay. It's kind of awkward.
It's kind of awkward.
Understandable.
Yeah, this is a very awkward thing, but Bruce really wants to know if he did something wrong on your date. He had nothing but nice things to say about you. But he also said that you made plans with him to go out, like the next Friday after you guys had your date, and then you just bailed.
I mean, that just kind of happened. I do apologize, and I feel bad.
Hey, Madison, have you ever had somebody do that to you where you're really kind of into him and you want to go out with him again, they just stop talking to you?
Yes.
It's pretty frustrating, right?
It is. It is. I do understand. It is very frustrating.
So then...
And I do apologize.
Okay, well, don't you think it'd be cool to, like, let Bruce know why you blew him off?
I guess I can explain to you. I just would feel like I would hurt his feelings.
Okay.
So I don't want him to know.
Well, you could tell us, and then we'll figure out a way to tell him where it doesn't hurt his feelings.
Yeah, and relay the message gently.
Okay.
Okay, so we had a good time. He was very nice, and when the date finished, he called me back, and he just, said thank you, and that was actually really nice. I really appreciated that. So we talked on his way home, and then he got home and proceeded to get off the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if, obviously, I highly doubt he knows he did this, and I am in the wrong for this a little bit too, but he didn't hang up, and...
So you stayed on. Anytime anybody does that to me, by the way, I stay on the phone the whole time too, just to listen for a little bit, just to see what they're doing.
You guys are such voyeurs.
I want to catch somebody being like pervy or something, you know.
It wasn't pervy. I wasn't
damn.
being a perv. I just, I was just kind of curious, I guess.
For sure.
What did you hear?
Well, at first, I just heard rustling, and I was like, oh, okay, he's home. And then I heard a guy's voice. And I was like, ooh, he's going to have a conversation. That's when I was like, I'm definitely listening. He said to the guy, I just went on a date. I'm going to marry that girl.
Oh, that's really cute.
Or really creepy.
Yeah, exactly. It goes one of two ways. Like Brooke is practically ready to slide off her seat right now, and Jose's like, whoa, that's creepy.
It freaked me out. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And so that's why I've been avoiding him, because I don't think that you can tell if you're going to marry somebody after one date.
Yeah.
Maybe
so
you
just
can't,
feel
but
like
other
it was
people could.
you feel like it was too much?
Too soon.
Yeah, way too much. And granted, yeah, like I had a great time with him. It was fun. But when, like the first thing that he says when he gets home is, I'm going to marry that girl. It's like, what?
But the thing is, you couldn't see his face. You don't know.
Brooke's trying so hard for like a storybook love tale thing right now.
Seriously, I think some people can tell after the first date, and I think you could have found like the coolest guy you'll ever meet.
Or you could have found a stage 5 clinger. It all depends how you interpret it. This is how she's interpreting it. That's how it made her feel.
Should be mutual, right?
But that's the risk of dating, right? They're always either clingers or romantics.
Yeah, and that's the vibe that she got from this dude, obviously, that he's a clinger right away.
No.
Yes, that's exactly the vibes that I got. And, hey, that's fine for you maybe, but not for me. I want somebody to want to get to know me first.
Before you talk about marriage, all right. Well,
Exactly.
Madison, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll make sure to let Bruce know in the nicest way possible.
Okay, I hope that helps.
All right, and the only nice way I can think of is to let you know that he's on the other line and just heard that.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, I am. Bruce, say hi to Madison.
Hi, Madison. Madison, I can't believe you actually heard that.
Yeah.
I'm at a complete loss for words.
Do you remember saying that to whoever you were talking? Who were you talking to, by the way, Bruce?
Yeah, I was talking to my roommate.
Okay.
I walked in, and my roommate, kind of was sarcastic, being like, "Yo, dude, how'd the date go?" So I thought of the first thing that was on top of my head. I think I love her, man. I want to marry her. Something like that.
Crap. That's cool to say to your roommate, but you definitely don't want the person that you just went on a date with, first date, to hear that.
Madison, I really wish you would have let me know that you heard that, and we could have cleared some things up, but.
So what, are you taking it back? do you not mean it anymore? Or what do you mean by that?
So kind of what I meant was where I was at with my excitement was, I could definitely see, things going, forward if that's, kind of how things were with us all the time, the more and more we started being together, and, I don't know, it might turn into love.
This is such an awkward thing to try to explain.
Madison, can't you give this guy a chance? I know that it's a lot of pressure, but haven't you ever just felt overwhelmed and maybe you exaggerated your feelings a little?
Yeah.
Sure, but I don't know. It's like hearing something that you're not supposed to. It's hard to come back from that because now it's on such a ground of embarrassment.
Why don't we turn it into a joke?
Why don't we just forget it ever happened and turn it into a joke?
If it has to always be remembered, we did have a good time. We had an amazing time. It's actually one of the best dates that I've been on in years.
Bruce, I think you need to downplay it a little more. Don't call the date amazing. Don't call it awesome. Just be like, it was cool or whatever, Madison. I didn't really care too much. That sounds like what Madison is into.
Yeah.
Oh, Madison, stop being so scared of love. Yeah. Come on, Madison.
Oh, I'm not scared. I just, want to make smart decisions and not,
That's good.
But he could have said, horrible things about you. He could talk about, your boobs or your butt or how he wanted to bang you.
That happened after Madison hung up. I guarantee it.
No.
You actually found a sweet, caring man that really wants to find love someday. He's not saying it's necessarily with you right now.
No, I think he did say that.
Well, I'm just trying to help him out.
I don't know. That's a lot of pressure. I'm still pretty young, so
all right.
That's it's always going to be in the back of my head.
Well, sweet. Then we should send you guys out again. Madison, would you like to go on a second date with Bruce? I'll pay for it.
Oh my God!
Come on, Madison, give him one more shot.
Madison, I really wish it didn't happen, but it did. I'm definitely in it for take it date by date. I don't have a problem with that. I just got really excited about you as a person.
Oh.
So, Madison, will you go out one more time with me?
Hey, Madison, if you wouldn't have been such a snoop and listened in on his conversation, would you go out with him if you didn't hear what he said?
That's a good question.
I would have.
Okay.
I absolutely would have.
So it's your own fault.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, now.
So you should go out with him again.
Come on.
I feel so guilty about all of this. I guess I kind of owe it to you.
There you go.
You're saying yes?
Congratulations, Bruce. You got yourself a pity date.
I'm sorry, Bruce.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Thanks. Yeah.
I'm excited to go out with you, Bruce. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I guess it's whatever.
Yeah. See, that's how you have to play it.
I see.
Yeah. I might be busy that night, but we'll see.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Mark?
You guys, I have the craziest falling in love story you've probably ever heard.
Whoa, you already dropped the L-bomb right at the top.
Damn.
Yeah, TBD, I hope so.
Okay, TBD.
Keep going.
Those are always good three letters to put with love.
Well, tell us what happened 6 months ago.
So about 6 months ago, I was in the hospital because I was having my tonsils removed.
Okay.
Oh.
This is a romantic story, I can tell.
No.
Yeah. So the guy I was seeing was going to pick me up that day when he got off work.
Pick you up from the hospital? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you have to have somebody pick you up when you have a outpatient surgery because you've been under. So anyways, he was supposed to pick me up around 5 when he got off work, but I was discharged a little earlier, around 3:15.
Okay.
I hate when I discharge early. It's so annoying.
Gross.
Yeah.
And is this guy your boyfriend at the time, or is it just someone you've been casually hanging out with?
No, he was my boyfriend.
Okay.
So the nurse wheels me down to the lobby and asked if someone was coming to pick me up. So, she gave me paperwork and she just, she left me there. Mm-hmm. So sitting there a little while later and the doors open to the lobby and this gorgeous man, who's not my boyfriend, walks in with like a giant bouquet of flowers.
Oh my God. Why do I picture like doves being released behind him and angels singing?
And he sits down across from me. So we make eye contact a couple times, and he smiles. And so I said, like, those are nice. Well, actually, I mean, I whispered, like, those are nice.
Oh, right, because of the tonsil situation. Yeah.
But that was hot.
Yeah.
It's a little sultry.
All right, what'd he say?
He's like, what? I can't hear you.
Off to a good start.
Okay.
But this is good. That's not your boyfriend. You shouldn't be flirting anyway.
Oh, come on.
Anyway, so I tried to say again, I was like pointing, I'm like, the flowers are nice. So he thanked me, and he asked me what I was there for. So anyway, the doctor comes in and asks to speak with him, and they like go off, pulls him aside, and then he comes back, sits down again with sort of like this weird look. He looks at me, and he hands me the flowers, and he goes, these are for you.
What?
I was like, what? And so he says, they just told me that my aunt passed away.
Oh, and he was bringing his aunt flowers.
No.
I don't like this.
You got the world's saddest bouquet of flowers ever given.
Consolation dead person flowers?
Oh, that's so sad.
Okay.
I mean, you guys, I took him, but like,
You
I
took
felt
him?
terrible for him.
You have to take him.
I guess so.
You have to take him. So anyways, he's sitting there. He's super upset. So for like 30 minutes, I'm kind of consoling this beautiful, beautiful man.
Yeah. About his aunt. How did you turn this into cheating on your boyfriend? Because I feel like that's where we're going. Maybe I'm wrong.
Me too.
I did not cheat on my boyfriend.
Okay.
No. So eventually he thanks me, and he's like, I got to go. But he writes his number down on the card with the flowers.
Okay.
Crosses out get well soon and writes call me later.
Love you, Auntie.
Yeah.
I mean.
Exactly. So I follow him out the door, and it's raining. It's like some sappy, like, rom-com movie.
Of course it is.
So I asked him, like, are you sure you're okay to drive? You seem very emotional. I don't want you to get in an accident. And he's like, yeah, I think so. I'm okay. And I was like, no, you know what? My boyfriend, he's going to be here soon. He can give you a ride. And he said no, and he drove off.
Yeah, because you just shattered his dreams. Like, he didn't know you had a boyfriend. You're flirting with him the whole time. He gives you his number, and then...
He's like, give me those flowers
Wait,
back.
what? Boyfriend?
It worked out for
What's
the best.
worse?
I didn't want to lie to him. Like, I was trying to be a nice person, like a friend. He needed a shoulder to cry on.
Yeah, you're a good person.
Well, I tried to be. Anyway, so I texted him the next day and just said, thank you for the flowers. Hope you're doing okay.
Man, your boyfriend must have been so confused, though, like when you're walking out of there with a bouquet of flowers. He's like, where did these come from?
Yeah, but the explanation is pretty easy.
What is it?
Dead aunt.
I mean, he should also feel guilty because he did not bring me flowers. But anyway.
Yeah. All right.
So fast forward a couple months later, I'm not with that boyfriend anymore.
Good.
Ooh, someone's single.
That guy didn't bring you flowers. He deserves to be dumped.
Agreed, and many other reasons. But we don't need to get into all that.
All right.
Anyway, you guys, I still have the flower card with his number.
Ooh, this is so fun.
And I really can't stop thinking about him. Like, am I a crazy person? Is this weird?
Yeah, you're probably crazy and weird, but it's really great.
Yeah.
I encourage it. Is
Crazy
that bad?
and weird is great for us on this show, so it makes good radio.
Dude, I say yes. Make it happen. Let's do this.
So have you reached out to him yet, or is this the first time?
I did text him, and I didn't get a response.
Oh, my God. But he doesn't know you're single. That's why he didn't text you back. He probably thinks you're trying to cheat on your boyfriend.
I mean, maybe. I didn't think about that. I mean, let's keep you guys.
Oh, I'm excited for this one.
And I don't think we asked, do you know what this guy's name is?
Oh, yeah.
He signed it Alex. Just Alex.
Alex is a sexy name.
Alex and Marcella.
Yeah,
good
hello,
couple name.
Ash.
Call each other Marsalix. Sorry, that was stupid. You know, celebrity name
Yeah.
anyway. Sorry.
It does sound good together. I'm with you,
weird.
Jose. I'm with you.
All right.
I got distracted.
Well, we're going to play a song. We'll come back, and we'll call Alex and try and get you a second date update, okay?
Ooh, I'm excited. Me too.
All right, hold on.
Second date update.
We're on the phone with Marcella, and she warned us this is probably the craziest falling in love story of all time.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
And I have to say, she's on the right track.
Is she?
Well, she met a guy at a hospital 6 months ago when she got her tonsils out. She was waiting in the lobby after her surgery when a hunky guy walked through the front doors carrying a big bouquet of flowers that were supposed to be for his aunt. But when he got the word that his aunt had passed, he was so devastated, he didn't know what to do, and he handed them to the only person he knew in that room, Marcella.
Oh, then he tore his shirt off and he kissed her passionately.
Not quite.
That didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
No.
She did console him and walked him back to his car.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, she had a boyfriend at the time.
Right.
Which is why she's waited this long to finally reach out to him and maybe finish this love story the right way.
Oh
It
my
does have
God.
the makings when you say it like that.
But you guys, we can't be. Oh, Marcella, do you really want to be using like love story, just throwing around down there? Because you've barely talked to this guy.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you guys love story. I'm not going to like start cold with him like love story.
Okay, well, that is something we should establish before we call him. We are terrible at these things sometimes.
Yeah, I was definitely going to drop that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, please don't.
Okay.
Glad we went over
Well,
this then.
no promises, Marcella, but tell us, how are you feeling going into this?
Oh my God, I'm really nervous now. I don't know what I'm going to say.
I don't blame you. I'm nervous too.
I'm
We all
excited.
are.
It's going to be great. Or it's going to be really bad, and then we can move on from having a crush on this guy. Either way, there'll be personal growth by the end of this.
And possibly a Hallmark movie made about it. So you're going to win.
You know, I hope so.
All right. I'm going to dial the phone number and try and get you a second date update right now. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Alex, please?
Yeah, I was calling.
Hi, my name's Young Jeffrey. Work on the radio.
The radio?
Mm-hmm. You heard of it before?
Yeah, it's like in every car.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a podcast.
That's the one. He knows it.
All right.
Dude,
Good.
awesome.
We're best friends now.
Yeah, we're on the dial, man.
That's where we are.
What is this about?
So there's something that we do on our show called a second date update. It's where if you go out on a date with someone, but they're not calling you back, you can reach out to us and we'll contact the person and try and figure out the reason why.
I didn't go on a date with someone that's not getting back to me.
That's true.
That is
That's a
true.
good point. This is one is a little bit different.
Because the girl that reached out to us, you met about 6 months ago.
Okay, 6 months ago. It's a long time.
And you guys didn't go on a date. You met her in a hospital lobby?
Her name's Marcella.
Sorry. No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, you were going through a lot of stuff in the moment, so...
Yeah. She told us when she met you, your aunt had just passed away.
Sorry about that too, man.
Is that helping jog your memory, though?
Honestly, no.
Okay, do you remember being in the lobby and you had brought flowers for your aunt? And she said that you had talked briefly about the flowers, and then the doctor informed you about your aunt passing away, and you gave the flowers to Marcella. And she was like super worried about you, offered to take you home, not take you home to her home, offered to give you a ride to your house.
Yeah.
Any of this jogging your memory? No?
Okay, I think I remember.
How do you not like definitely remember that your aunt died that day? I'm sorry, but
Okay, there's a reason why I don't specifically remember her.
Okay,
Yeah.
what is it?
There's just been a lot of flowers and a lot of girls.
What?
I'm even more confused.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
You have aunts in every hospital that are dying across the city? Like, I mean, honestly.
Not necessarily. I had a buddy in the hospital, and I went to go see him. And I didn't know what to get the guy. It's your friend in a hospital. Like, what do I get him? So I just grabbed flowers from the shop downstairs.
Okay.
Okay.
He kind of gave me the idea. He's like, man, why are you giving me flowers? I don't need flowers from you. Like, I bet you could pick up on, like, any girl down there and if you give her the flowers.
What?
Whoa.
Your buddy told you to give flowers to girls in the lobby?
Like a joke, and turns out it worked. I said I was there for a buddy, and I ended up hooking up with one of the girls I met in the waiting room.
Okay, and that is definitely not Maricela.
Yeah, so we're not talking about Marcella. This is before Marcella?
Again, guys, I don't know who Marcella is.
Okay. Well, when did this happen with your buddy?
Well, it was a couple years ago, I think.
What?
A couple years ago.
Wait. So are you setting this up to tell us that you've been doing this scheme for a while now?
I'm not doing it anymore.
So there was no dead aunt ever.
I mean, I'm sure one of my aunts have died.
Oh,
You dog!
This whole thing is a pickup scheme.
Like I said, I don't do it anymore. I started feeling like a little guilty, a little sleazy, so I kind of...
A little?
How many girls have you picked up using this?
Let's just say that it's a lot, and that's why I have a hard time remembering.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's like,
dude.
I don't...
I felt so bad for you.
I know. The dead aunt is the thing that I'm most upset about. I'm also kind of impressed that this is your thing, but also really disgusted that you're using... I'm all over the board here.
It's pretty shady.
It is very difficult dating out here right now. Like, it's like the apps don't work.
Blame it on the apps.
But you're not even trying to date. It sounds like you were just hooking up with all these ladies.
No, every single one I had a sit-down conversation with.
And you told them all lies. Yeah, I don't know if that counts.
Look, initially, yeah, it was a lie. But, I mean, once we started talking, that's who I am. I'm not... I just needed, like, a way in.
Oh, my gosh. I am floored.
You know who's probably even more floored than we are?
Oh, my gosh.
Marcella.
Oh, my gosh. The one you don't remember.
Because, Alex, we didn't tell you this, but Marcella has been on the phone listening this entire time.
And we do not feel shady about it at all, okay, Alex?
Oh, my God.
Marcella?
Yeah, I am a little surprised that there's such a monster among us. Are you kidding, dude?
A monster? I don't do that anymore.
Like, so you go to hospitals to pick up like sick or like injured?
I used to go.
Or grieving.
I think you're missing.
Are you kidding?
Oh, man.
What can I say? It worked.
You can say you're gross. That's disgusting.
But also kind of genius.
I don't know.
It
I
worked
mean,
too much. He had to stop. Like,
if it wasn't
really
a hospital, like, did you have to lie about the dead aunt? Couldn't you come up with some other reason?
That's
like,
how you reel them in. That's the bait.
It is true. That makes a stronger, deeper connection.
The deeper connection.
She's right. I wanted to take care of the guy.
I know.
I can't imagine.
Ladies
Marcella,
love a
I'm
sad man in mourning.
Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry, Marcella.
Oh my God. I honestly can't believe that you can't remember me. Like, we had like a 30-minute conversation.
I hate to tell you this, but I had a lot of 30-minute conversations with a lot of girls and a lot of connections. I mean, don't doubt that the connection was real. Like, at the time, I'm sure I thought the same thing.
Yeah, right.
Does that make you feel better, Marcella?
It definitely does not.
Oh,
Weird.
dang.
I mean, you got to give him. He didn't take advantage of you.
Listen, you're right. I didn't take advantage of her. I didn't take advantage of you, Marcella. I mean, I probably lost your number in, like, the pile of numbers I've gotten.
Oh my God.
Marcella, are you still attracted to him, or is this a total turnoff for you?
I, honest to God, thought this was like the greatest love story potential of my life.
Oh, I know.
But I think it's kind of like the biggest scam of my life.
Marcella, it doesn't have to be a scam. Like, I am technically single right now. I'm not seeing anyone.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, my God.
Wow, what a surprise you're single. That is such a shock.
Well, he ran out of relatives to pass off as dead, so...
God. You know what? Like, I couldn't even date you now because you hang out in hospitals all the time. You're probably patient zero.
No, I don't. I don't hang out in hospitals all the time anymore. I don't do that.
Oh.
Well, this feels like the right time
No, it does not.
to ask Alex, would you like to go out on another date with Marcella? We'll pay
Why
for
are you
it.
asking him? She needs to be there.
She's the one that
She's the one that
contacted us.
called
I know.
Obviously, if I went up to you and gave you flowers, then you must be good looking. So, yes, I will like to go on another date.
All right, Marcella.
It's like a blind date for Alex. Marcella, like...
I mean, Alex is right. I am hot, and he's not going to see me ever again. Absolutely not.
Oh, you missed out.
I didn't see that coming at all.
Jeffrey didn't.
But did I miss out, Marcella? Because I honestly don't remember who you are or what you look like.
Oh, my God, that is so low, dude.
How dare you.
on.
Well,
Hello?
Hi, is this Erica?
Yes?
Hi, Erica. My name is Jubal, and I host the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. Have you heard of it?
Who is this?
My name is Jubal. I'm calling you today because one of our listeners asked if I could track you down and get you on the phone. And yeah, it's just as creepy as it sounds.
so
Just as
bad
creepy as
when
it
you
sounds,
say it out loud.
Erica.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I'll explain. His name is Marco, and you recently met him at the dog park. He's been trying to text you because he wants to hang out, but you haven't been getting back to him. So he asked us if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Oh my gosh, really? He called a radio station?
Yes.
Tried to track me down?
Mm-hmm.
That's really cute.
Do you like Marco?
Well, yeah, if I'm being honest, I really, really liked him. I sort of just don't want to seem like overeager, like I like him too much, because he's kind of like my dream guy.
What? Why are you calling him back then, you silly girl?
I'm actually just hoping that it sort of happens like organically and we naturally just like run into each other at the dog park again. But it hasn't happened yet. So I
wonder why. Crazy. I wonder why you guys haven't been able to meet up at the dog park. I mean, he's probably always there with his dog. What was the dog's name? Toby?
Toby, yeah. No, I don't know. I haven't seen him at all.
Strange.
No, he was super sweet and he just seemed like so nice.
Oh, yeah. That's cool when like two dog owners can find each other. I've always thought that was really cool because you guys have like a common interest.
Oh my gosh, I know. I'm obsessed with dogs. I love them, and it always just like touches me when a guy really like is sweet to animals. I think that just says a lot about them, and like he really seemed to love Toby. So that was.
Is that like the number one thing that you like about him? Is his responsibility and?
Honestly, the number one thing that I really liked was just that he seemed so honest, and I've dated so many guys before that have turned out to be total liars and bags, and I just feel like you can't trust a lot of guys these days, and he just seems so trustworthy and just so sweet. But like I said, I do not want to be the overeager, like the eager beaver. I don't want to drive him away with like being like a little schoolgirl weirdo.
All right. And you don't want him to know that you feel that way about him just yet.
No. We need to like ease into that and get to know each other. And
well, you're going to have to ease into it a little faster because he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and would like to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
No, guys.
Marco?
Hey.
Hey, Erica. Oh my god. I'm so embarrassed.
No, don't be embarrassed. That's
No,
like the sweetest thing I've like ever heard before.
Oh my god. You probably think I am totally psycho.
No, not at all. Not at all. I thought it was like the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening.
Well, it's good to hear you again.
It's good to hear you. I'm sorry I didn't text. I know I should have responded. I just didn't want to like push it or whatever, but I've been wanting to respond.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I totally get it. I mean, I'm sorry I kept texting you. I just really wanted to see you again. I thought we had like I had a really great time. I was hoping you had a really great time.
Oh my god, no, it was so much fun. I did too. I've actually been at the dog park like hoping that I'd run into you.
Yeah, I was hoping to bump into you too, but I guess maybe we just weren't there at the same time.
Yeah, okay. Well, why don't we get together? Like, I don't know, today? Bring Toby, and I'll bring Butters, and, we can head over there.
What do you think, Marco? Like, you guys both obviously like each other a lot. Why is it taking you so long to say yes?
Marco?
It's a bad day. I could do tomorrow. Tomorrow's good for me, too.
No, today's kind of it's not just kind of the whole week has kind of been a little bad.
No. Marco, you have to tell her.
Tell me what?
So Toby's not really with us anymore.
Oh my god.
What?
Are you serious?
What does that mean?
I don't need to laugh.
I mean, I don't really want to talk like specifics about it, but there was an accident.
Oh, come on, Marco.
No.
Marco.
You can't do
what
that.
are you doing, man?
Oh my gosh, what happened?
Oh no.
You're
Marco.
gonna make her cry.
Come on.
All right,
Okay, God, just give me a minute. Let me talk to her for a second.
Oh, my God.
Wait, what's going on? Is he okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah, Marco's perfectly fine, Erica.
Why are they laughing, Marco? I don't get it.
Look, okay, I'm fine. Toby is... There was an accident.
Stop it, Marco! Come on, man. I was
Gosh, like a car?
I was joking earlier when I said you could do that, Marco.
Marco, just tell her why you did it.
on,
She may understand.
What is going on? I'm really confused right now.
I can't believe you actually tried that, Marco.
All right, hold. All right.
If you don't tell her, I'm going to tell her right now, Marco.
You want to do it. You don't want him to do it.
Can you let me talk for a minute?
Okay.
I can do this. So, Erica, this is going to sound like really bad, but just hear me out on it, okay?
Okay.
So, I wasn't fully, 100% honest about everything with you, Erica. Okay, Toby's not really my dog.
What?
I've seen you every day. You saw how close I live. I see you there all the time, and I just every time I see you, I've always wanted to come up and talk to you, but I never wanted to seem like that weirdo who goes to the dog park without a dog. So I asked a friend of mine if I could borrow his dog for the day. I know, even saying it it sounds really weird, but I promise my heart was in the right place. I wanted to talk to you, and I'm not really good with openers, I guess. I thought this could be a good icebreaker.
Wait, okay. So you lied to me?
Lied is a strong word. I really wanted to meet you, and I thought this might be the easiest way. I'm really sorry if this bothers you a lot, but I wanted to talk to you, and I didn't really have the guts to just, you're beautiful. I don't know, just seeing the way you interacted with Butters, I was this chick seems awesome. I really wanted to talk to you, and I didn't have the guts to do it.
Erica, that's so cute. You got to give him a second chance.
Remember, he did try to tell you the dog died.
I know, but still.
I panicked about that.
Yeah, you did.
Just a little bit.
I didn't know what else to say.
He's kind of an idiot, but he's an adorable one.
Yeah, give him another shot.
Okay, I'm just trying to get this straight. So you just borrowed Toby. Is that even his name?
No, yeah, his name's really Toby.
Okay, so that's
everything else was true except the part that he was mine.
Okay, so you just borrowed Toby to meet me because you kept seeing me? Well, that's actually really sweet. That's a lot of trouble to just meet me.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Well, it was worth it. After the night we spent together, hanging out and just talking, I wish it had been, under 100% truthful situation, but,
Hey, Erica, think about it this way. At least he borrowed the dog from a friend and didn't steal somebody else's dog to meet you.
It's a silver lining.
What a romantic.
Yeah, it is very sweet. It's really, I've never had a guy go through this whole, backstory, and I've definitely never had a guy borrow a pet to meet me.
Well, Erica, would you like to go out with Marco again on a second date? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, I would.
Yes.
Congratulations, Marco.
So relieved.
You got a second date.
Awesome. Oh, my God, that's so great. I'm so happy.
Marco, don't go borrow a friend's cat before the next date. Oh, I got a cat now, too.
I was thinking about bringing a ferret to dinner. But... Hello?
I'm okay. How are you?
Pretty good. You emailed us about a dude named Jeremy. Tell us about him.
Yeah, Jeremy. Well, we met a couple months ago. We were both on a Habitat for Humanity project.
Cute.
Yeah, and I noticed him right away. He's super cute, and I figure people that are doing that kind of
Boring?
No,
Jubal. Boring?
No, they're exciting to care about good other people.
All right, anyway, so you met him there, and then what happened?
I met him there, and got to know each other a little bit. He seemed nice, and kind of got the vibe that he was interested. So I actually asked him out.
Okay.
he was talking one day about football, and I don't know anything about football, and he's like obsessed. He loves it.
All right.
So I kind of was like, let's go watch a game sometime, and like I'll like learn about it, you know. And it
First
was
of
kind
all,
like
it's called a football match, and
That is not
and they
true,
play it
Jubal.
on they play it on a football court. So that's what you should have said. Okay.
So did you guys go watch football?
We totally watched football. We went to this like sports bar kind of place and watched games and like, you know, had beers, and it was really nice.
Okay.
How'd the date end?
Well, it just kind of petered out, honestly. Like it was okay. It wasn't bad. It was just I felt like his vibe changed like as we went through it. And it kind of started to seem like depressed.
Did his team lose?
Yeah, but
Because
I didn't.
Did he seem upset after he lost, like he didn't want to be there, or like what happened?
Yeah, kind of. But I also just felt like even before that, his attention to me had kind of gone away.
All right.
I don't know what happened, but like I really liked him and I'm really attracted to him, and I felt that way from him both when we were working on the project for Habitat together and also like at the bar that day. It was going really well.
Have you tried to call him?
I sent him a text after the date being like, hey, that was so much fun, we should do it again.
How long ago was that?
That was like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, that's a long time.
Okay. All right. We'll try to call him after this, see if he answers the phone, and ask him why he hasn't called you back.
Okay, yeah.
Are you nervous?
A little. I mean, I just really liked him, and I felt even kind of like lame asking for help, but I don't want to seem desperate, and I just want to know what happened.
Okay. All right. We'll call him right after this. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Okay, Alexa is on the phone with us right now. She went on a date with a dude named Jeremy to watch football because he's a big football fan. She didn't know anything about it. And you're ready to call him and ask him why he didn't get back to you, right, Alexa?
Yes.
All right. Did you try to talk football with him?
Like a little bit. As I said, I don't really know a lot about it. I mean, my dad was a huge football fan.
Right. Okay.
And she didn't fake it. I mean, he knew that she was a football virgin.
Yeah, and that's okay. The annoying part is when a girl doesn't know and then tries to talk sports with you, and you're like, okay, you don't know what you're talking about. Would you please stop trying to be a guy's girl? So you did the right thing. I'm just wondering. All right, we'll call him right now and see if we can get him on the phone, okay?
Okay.
And you can go ahead and jump in anytime.
Hello?
Hey, can I speak to Jeremy, please?
Yes, he.
What's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
You serious?
Yeah, what's up? How you doing?
Good. What's up, man?
Oh, he's excited.
Calling you because I wanted to ask you a question about a mutual friend we have, a girl named Alexa.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? You went out on a date with her, watched football, kind of hung out for a little while.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't called her back since your date, and we were calling you to ask why.
Why do you guys need to know?
That is an excellent question, Jeremy. Very good question.
She wants to know because she's wondering if she did something wrong. It's a segment we do on the show called Second Date Update, where if you go out on a date with someone and then they kind of blow you off, they email us to get a hold of that person.
Okay.
And the way she described it, you guys had a lot of fun on your date.
Yeah, I mean, she's a really nice person, and we went out, and then it didn't click, you know?
Any particular thing that she did that turned you off?
I mean, if I'm being honest, okay, so it's stupid, but she didn't know too much about football, and I just didn't feel the click, you know?
So just a turn off to you that she didn't know much about football?
I mean, it was kind of cool that she didn't know too much about football, you know, that she wanted to go to this bar and learn a little bit, but she was a Bears fan. I mean, I knew,
What?
yeah.
She was a Bears fan?
Are you not a Bears
And not
fan?
just like, no, come on, Hawks, man.
Yeah.
But, I mean, not just like an annoying Bears, like, you know when somebody doesn't know what they're talking about, but they still root for it anyway?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Jeremy, that's Alexa.
This is Alexa.
Alexa.
This is Alexa. I'm listening.
Alexa's on the phone with us right now, Jeremy.
Are you kidding me because of a team? Because I grew up in Chicago? Are you kidding? That's insane. Is that really
Okay.
Like, who doesn't like the Bears? Like, the Bears are, like, the most lovable, like, great team ever.
Alexa,
right.
You said yourself that you don't know anything or care really about football, so how can you even be a fan?
I grew up there. My dad was a big Bears fan, so, like, I love the Bears. Like, that's where I grew up. That's where I'm from. You can't hold that against me. Are you kidding?
I think that's rational. I mean, that's her hometown, dude. It's like hometown
Yeah, but
pride.
like, why even care about the team?
Why do you worry about what she's caring about? Why does he even care that she likes the Bears? Jeremy.
Yeah.
Really over a team.
Look, there's just, when you go out on a date and you know that there's that one thing, you know you can never have a meaningful relationship with that person.
Whoa, okay.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Are you absolutely terrible at dating? Then go ahead and email us, brookandjubal@moving925.com. We'll do a second date update for you. Again, if you go out with someone and they don't call you back, we'll call and ask them why. We've got Alexa on the phone right now. Alexa, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Pretty good. You emailed us about a dude named Jeremy. Tell us about him.
Yeah, Jeremy. Well, we met a couple months ago. We were both on a Habitat for Humanity project.
Cute.
Yeah, and I noticed him right away. He's super cute, and, like, I figure people that are doing that kind of, like...
Boring?
No, Jubal.
Boring?
No, they're excited
Care
and do
about
good
other people.
All right, anyway, so you met him there, and then what happened?
I met him there, and, like, got to know each other a little bit. Like, he seemed, like, nice and kind of got the vibe that he was interested, so I actually asked him out.
Okay.
He was talking one day about football, and I don't know anything about football, and he's, like, obsessed. He loves it.
All right.
So I kind of was like, let's go watch a game sometime, and, like, I'll, like, learn about it, And it
First
was
of
kind
all,
like
it's called a football match. And
That is not
and they
true,
play
Jubal.
they play it on a football court. So that's what you should have said. Okay.
So did you guys go watch football?
We totally watched football. We went to this, like, sports bar kind of place and watched games and, like, had beers, and it was really nice.
Okay.
How'd the date end?
Well, it just kind of petered out, honestly. Like, it was okay. It wasn't bad. It was just, I felt like his vibe changed, like, as we went through it. And it kind of started to seem, like, depressed.
Did his team lose?
Yeah. But
Because
I didn't...
Did he seem upset after he lost, like he didn't want to be there, or, like, what happened?
Yeah, kind of. But I also just felt like even before that, his attention to me had kind of gone away a little.
All right.
I don't know what happened, but, like, I really liked him, and I'm really attracted to him, and I felt that way from him both when we were working on the project for Habitat together and all.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good. Thank you for emailing the show. Appreciate it. Now, you want us to do a second date update for you today with a girl named Veronica?
Yeah, that's right.
Then you didn't say much in your email other than the fact that you brought a gun to the date.
Please be talking about your muscle.
I did. No, it was a gun. I carry a gun on me, and I don't think it's a big deal, but I'm thinking that might have played part.
Todd.
You're a
It's a big deal.
You're a registered gun owner. You have a permit to carry a gun?
Absolutely, yes, sir, I do.
Okay, but what?
You didn't clarify in your email. I was just like, what do you have it, like, tucked into the back, and you just, like, set it out on the table like, yeah, you never know, girl.
Right.
So you have a permit to carry your gun, and you decided to take it on your date. Why?
Well, the crime rates in Seattle make people want to protect themselves, and I'm someone that would like to protect myself, especially if I'm, with company and going out on a date with a young lady.
Okay.
I would like to be able to have that option of protecting her in case something were to arise.
Wait, did you just come out of the wild, wild west and you're going to go do a shootout with Jesse James?
You tell me if you were in a situation and you didn't have a handgun on you, then you can argue with me about that.
No, I've never, no. That's so weird. When did you show her the gun?
She noticed it was on me. I didn't show it off to her, but she noticed that I had it on me. I didn't have it necessarily completely concealed, but she did see that I had it.
How long have you carried a gun with you?
For a couple of years now.
And does that work out for you? People are normally cool with it?
Well, they're going to have to be.
No matter. Yeah. Hey, you're the one that has a gun. You're right. Okay.
How did she react to seeing the gun on you since you didn't tell her about it? Did you have a conversation?
She didn't take kindly to it. She did have a reaction to it. I tried to calm her down and continue on to the meal, but she wanted to discuss a little bit, and I understand that. She wanted to feel comfortable with it, and I think by the end of the conversation, she warmed up to it a little bit.
Other than the gun thing, is there anything else that was weird about your date?
Well, I took her to a nice dinner. I let her order wherever she wanted, and after that, we kind of drove around a little bit and talked about each other's jobs. And I offered her if she wanted to watch a movie, and so we did that. And I took her back to my apartment, and we ended up watching a movie there.
Yeah,
that wasn't because you used your gun, was it? Like, hey,
it was not.
Okay.
Nope. I actually did not remove the gun from my person the entire time.
So you got her back to your place to watch a movie. She must have liked you.
I thought she did, but I haven't heard from her since.
So at the end of all of this, did you guys end up kissing?
No, none of that happened, and I thought I showed her a good time, but apparently that's not good enough these days. I don't know.
How many times have you tried to get a hold of her since your date?
Well, the date was about a week ago, and I haven't heard really anything, and I probably messaged her maybe 3 times.
So what exactly was it that you liked about her so much?
She was just a really kind of natural, easygoing person. Even if someone has an issue with the gun, she seemed, after maybe 5 minutes of discussion about it, she seemed okay, and that's what I liked about her.
Yeah, I would think it would probably be something else, because if somebody has a problem with guns, they don't want to be around them at all. She wouldn't go back to your place. You know what I mean?
Like you could have a whole arsenal there or something.
She would have been done after dinner,
Well, I do have a couple of guns at the apartment, but, I don't think she should be that surprised
Did
by
you
it.
show her your guns at the apartment?
They're out. They're on display.
Okay. Do you have like a gun rack?
More of a showcase, kind of, with the glass door.
Are you sure we're not doing second date update in Idaho?
All right, man, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and see if we can get your second date update, okay?
All right, thank you.
Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Todd is on the phone. He wants us to call Veronica. Veronica isn't calling him back, and he's not sure why. He thinks it's that he brought a gun on his first date. Todd is a registered gun owner. He has a permit to carry a weapon. He brings his gun everywhere because he, just wants it for protection. Todd, I think, though, the reason that you're not getting a call back isn't because of the one gun that you brought with you on your date.
Uh-huh.
Okay, when you took her back to your place, like you said, and you described how you have sort of a display of guns.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that might have pushed it over the top. It might have made her a little nervous.
All right.
You think?
I mean, who knows for sure? I'm curious what she said.
And Todd, if she happens to be one of these gun-hating hippies, you still want a second date?
Oh, come on.
You still want a second date with her?
I think if we can work it out, I'd be interested in that.
All right, so you're open to it, okay.
Would you be willing to lock up the guns if that was the case?
My guns are locked up except the one that I had on me.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to dial the number now, see if we can get her on the phone and get your second date update, okay? You ready?
Sure, thank you.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Veronica, please?
Who is this?
Hi, Veronica. My name is James. I'm calling from the National Rifle Association. Wondering if you would take a survey with us real quick. You're a gun lover, correct?
Not really. I guess I'm okay with them.
Hey, Veronica.
Yeah?
This is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay. Hi.
Have you ever heard our radio show before?
I'm sorry, I haven't.
Okay. I'll explain to you the reason why I was pretending to be from the National Rifle Association in just a second. But we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update.
Okay.
Okay? It's where if you go out on a date with someone and then blow them off, they email us and ask us to give you a call and ask why.
Okay.
So you recently went out with one of our listeners. His name is Todd.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now does it make sense why I was joking around about being from the National Rifle Association?
Yeah, it exactly makes sense now.
Okay. So Todd told us about your date. He said that you seemed a little weirded out that he carries a gun.
After talking to him, he made me feel very comfortable about it.
Okay.
So I wasn't that nervous, but, I mean, it is a little weird to carry a concealed weapon on you
So
on a first date.
Todd talked to us. He said that he really enjoyed your date, and he'd love to see you again, but he feels like the fact that he brought that gun on the date turned you off, and that's why you're not returning any of his phone calls. Is that why you're not calling him back?
No, that's not why.
Okay, is it anything to do with the guns?
No, it actually has nothing to do with guns.
Okay, do you mind telling us why then, so we can pass the news along to him?
Well, we were watching Titanic, and that's one of my favorite movies. And towards the end, yeah, we were watching Titanic. He put it in, and I was just like, how sweet. He actually likes romance. Really nice, right?
And that's like a 4-hour movie, too.
Yeah, but it was nice because we were talking in between, and at the end of the movie, after Leonardo dies, he just blatantly asked if I want to him.
What?
Whoa.
What? That was
Are
nuts.
you like? Did he say it like that?
Yeah, pretty much. Do you want to
What?
Really?
He had been a gentleman all the way up until this point.
He sounds like a gentlemanly dude. Like he sounds like he would not go there. Very formal. And you're not over exaggerating. That's the way he said it to you.
That is how he said it, and I just thought it was completely inappropriate. It made me feel uncomfortable, and then I started thinking in the back of my mind all the guns.
Yeah.
So
Look, we talked to him and asked him about your date. He left that out. He didn't say that he said that at the end of the night. He said, I even asked him, like, what's the last thing you guys said to each other? And he's like, oh, it was just normal. She said goodbye and thought I'd see her again, and that's it. Did you make it obvious that you were upset?
no, he has guns.
Yeah.
I just was very calm and tried to get out of the apartment and get back to my house.
I don't blame you one bit.
Hey,
That is
Veronica?
insane.
Veronica, hang on one second. Todd, did you actually say...
Now, hold on.
Veronica, I should let you know that Todd's on the phone with us. He's been listening this whole time.
He's on the
Yeah,
phone.
hi. I gotta clear that up. First things first. I did say that, but we had some drinks, and I think calling me out on the air like that right now, you guys weren't there. You didn't feel what I felt, and I thought it was an okay thing to maybe say.
No, it's a first date, dude.
How is that okay to say? There's other ways to say it more romantically, or gestures or movements to go in that direction. I mean, to blatantly come out and say it, I'm not a prostitute.
Well, no, I'm not saying you are a prostitute, nor did I offer you money for it, did I? He had some drinks, and I thought we were enjoying each other's company. There was a romantic movie on, and it's obvious when I'd say things to people.
Okay, but do you understand where I'm coming from? Towards the end of the movie, you paused it, looked me in my eye, and said, do you want to
Oh, my gosh.
I did. I did say that, and I remember that, and, I am sorry if that came across as crude. I did not mean it to be, nor did I...
What other way, Todd, what other way could that come across?
Oh, gosh.
She didn't immediately leave, so I didn't think that it was, it registered.
Maybe she was scared.
Have you used that line on other women, Todd?
And, I'm an honest man. I don't know what else you want me to say about it.
You're a straight shooter.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
I like that about you, Todd.
Okay.
Gosh.
Hey, Veronica, at this point, I would love to ask you guys if you'll go out on a second date.
Oh, God.
I will pay for it, Veronica, if you'll go out with Todd again.
Unfortunately, it's going to be a no.
No? Are you sure?
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I'm positive.
He's a sweet talker. I could have him try to convince you.
Sweet tiger. All those romantic
Well,
words.
let me just say that if we were to go on a second date, I will be more of a gentleman because, I appreciate what you're telling me now, and, I understand. I understand, and I apologize.
What you're saying, Todd, is that you're not a player, you just a lot. Right?
It's not even that. No, sir, it's not that. I apologize, and I didn't mean to offend you, and if I did not know it at the time, and I would love to take you out again.
Veronica, has Todd convinced you to go out with him?
I think he's probably a really nice person, and he might need to see somebody to help him with dialogue with.
Hi, I'm good.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. I was worried about you.
Okay. Who are you again?
My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. There's 3 of us on the phone right now. There's me, there's Brooke,
Hey, how
there's
you doing?
Jose.
Hey.
Okay, hi everyone.
Hi,
Okay.
Tanya. And we have been so worried about you.
Why?
Well, because you missed a flight recently, and that's a big thing we do on our show. We have like a segment where it's like, did you miss your flight recently? We track people down and try to figure out why they missed their flight. It's kind of crazy. We're a kooky morning show.
What?
Yeah. So you were supposed to take a flight recently with a dude named Patrick to Mexico, and you just didn't show up.
How do you know that?
Know everything.
Just
And also, he emailed us.
Yeah, there you go.
Patrick told us about your first date, and said that you guys had planned a trip to Mexico for the next weekend, but you left him at the airport.
Oh my God.
And I mean, that's a lot. Like, the whole story is pretty crazy. So maybe you were just feeling overwhelmed and you didn't know how to tell him. That's what I'm hoping for.
It was just a really weird thing that happened with the airport, and it was just really weird.
You're on the no-fly list.
She got detained.
It's kind of really embarrassing. It's a mistake, an embarrassing mistake, and I just kind of leave it at that.
You peed your pants in the security line because you were scared.
What? Where do you come up with
That happens to me all the time.
That is so
It
weird.
is embarrassing, but it's okay.
I believe that.
No, that's not it.
They asked you to go through the security machine and you took off your clothes and asked for a strip search instead.
No.
Stop guessing.
It can be embarrassing, but I've done it too.
No, it's just, listen, it's 100% me. It had nothing to do with Patrick at all.
But what could be so embarrassing that you spend this amazing date with someone, agree to go on a long weekend to Mexico,
Oh my God.
and then ditch out of it all and, like, leave him high and dry?
It just, I went to the airport. I was very excited to go on this trip, and
You did?
Yes, yes, I went to the airport. I went and I checked in, had my stuff ready to go, and they asked for my passport, and I said, why? I mean, I have, my driver's license, and they're like, no, you need a passport, and I was like, why? I'm just going to Mexico, and they were like, yeah, you need a passport, and I truly had no idea that you need a passport to get into Mexico and Canada? Like,
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
I really know. I seriously thought, like, it's all the same continent. Like,
Welcome to the last 15
Yeah.
years of the world.
So you forgot your passport.
no, I didn't forget it. I don't have one. I don't travel a lot. So this was, I didn't know. I seriously did not know. And I was mortified standing there, and I don't have a passport, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to tell Patrick that, like, how absolutely idiotic I felt. So
Wow.
I
do know how you can tell him, Tanya. I really do know how you can tell him.
how is he even going to believe me? I've been trying to figure it out, and I don't even know what to say.
Well, you kind of already did because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the phone.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so embarrassing.
Yeah, it's very embarrassing that you wouldn't call somebody and have the respect to at least let me know what's going on.
Oh,
Oh,
Patrick.
you're kind of mad, aren't you, Patrick?
Patrick, I am so sorry. I was so embarrassed in that moment, and I literally had no idea what to do, what to say. I felt so stupid that I didn't know this.
So, I mean, you could have told me. Like, you didn't have to just blow me off. Like, it's kind of crazy that you wouldn't even call or let me know. And then I went by myself. Like,
I
to
know.
a couple's weekend by myself.
I know.
Basically the worst trip to Mexico that I've ever taken. And I was there one time during El Nino.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Damn, Tanya, you're worse than El Nino.
Tanya, it is pretty weird that you were that embarrassed by a passport snafu.
Listen, I understand that it sounds crazy. I don't travel a lot. I don't know these things. I had no reason to know these things. And Patrick, like the entire weekend that you were gone, knowing that you were there, I was drinking margaritas, sitting at home, thinking about you the entire time.
Well, it was good that you were thinking about me. All you had to do is send one text, make one phone call. That's it.
I am apologizing. I have taken 100% of the blame for this. If you were listening, as you were supposedly listening while I was talking this entire time to a bunch of radio DJs, I said that I would take 100% fault for this. I am sorry.
So, okay, I hear your apology on that, but now we have a whole other issue. I mean, what are you, 12 years old? You don't have a passport? You don't travel? I mean...
Wait, that's still an
I
issue.
haven't had a reason to have one, Patrick. I didn't know.
Like,
kids like babies come out of the wombs and get passports and travel all over. Your parents must have kept you locked in your basement.
You know what?
Like, what?
This right here is why I didn't tell you, okay? This is why I had no idea how to tell you, because I was worried that you were going to sit here and berate me for not knowing something. You could just be really nice and be a good guy.
It's not a matter of not knowing something. It's a matter of just having a brain to figure out. Like,
Whoa! Patrick, we know you're angry, but, I thought you really liked this girl, dude.
I did, but she doesn't have a passport. What kind of person doesn't have a passport?
There's lots of people that don't have passports.
No, there's not. I don't know anybody. Do you know anybody? I don't know anybody who doesn't have a passport.
Mine's almost expired. I might not have one soon.
Mine just expired, actually, so I technically don't have one either.
I have one, so...
You know, to get a passport, you go to the post office and take a picture and just mail it out, and they send it back to you. It's not rocket science by any means.
You know, I know what I'm supposed to do now. I can go and get one, and we can go on a trip together. We can do it the right way this time.
All right, well, Tanya, would you like to go out with Patrick on a second date? We can do dinner. We'll pay for dinner. If you guys want to go on a trip, that's on you. But if you get a passport, you'd be willing to go out with Patrick again?
Yes, it was my mistake. I would like to go on another date with Patrick.
Wow, I'm impressed. I mean, he said some mean things, so...
He's upset.
Patrick, do you want to go out with Tanya again?
I mean, somebody that can't call you back and is not responsive, and what person, again, does not have a passport? I would never go out with her again.
What? After she was your dream girl and you were obsessed with her, the passport's the breaking point.
My dream girl is gorgeous, nice, beautiful smile, and you know what? She has a passport.
Okay. All right, Patrick, we found your deal breaker, I guess. So,
my God.
You know what? You forget the whole thing. Forget that I even said yes. You are not the person I thought you were. You're crazy.
I may be crazy, but at least I have a passport.
It does have a point. Important PSA today for the second date update. Everybody make sure you go get your passport, everybody.
Yeah, this is he.
Hey, Paul, what's up? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show?
Okay. What do you want?
I'm calling you because we recently got an email about you from one of our listeners. Her name is Marie.
Okay.
She asked if we could get you on the phone and find out why you stopped calling her.
Really?
Yes, it's a segment that we do on our show called The Second Date Update. Do you have a few minutes to tell us why you're not talking to Marie anymore?
I mean, I don't know what she's told you or whatever, but I mean, I've kind of already sent her a text saying sorry, and I don't know.
Yeah, well, she told us about the text, but she doesn't know why because you never gave her an explanation. So she's just more curious than anything.
I honestly don't think I really want to tell her.
Yeah, but Paul, Paul, have you ever gone out with a girl that you liked a lot and then she just stopped talking to you?
I mean, yeah, but...
Yeah, so doesn't it kind of suck when you don't know why?
Yeah, I don't know if I can tell her. I don't know how to really tell her,
Well, the thing is, you're not telling her right now, you're telling me. Right?
I mean, I don't know, man, but, I mean, you said you talked to her, so you're probably just going to repeat, what I told you, so it's...
I don't know, you can pick and choose information. Why don't you be straight with us, and then we'll decide what she needs to know.
Was she moving too fast? That's what we were thinking. Yeah. Like maybe she was ahead of you?
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nothing that she did, okay? It wasn't her fault at all. It was all on me, okay? And this is 100% all to do with me.
Okay, well then if it's your fault, why don't you just tell us what happened? I mean, if it's not anything that's going to embarrass her.
The thing is dude, it was just bad, okay? I kind of want to move on from it, just forget it ever happened. It is what it is, kind of thing, and just move on.
There was
what was so bad?
Yeah, that's weird.
Did she tell you about the last date that we had, when we went to the bar?
She didn't tell us much. She just said you hung out at a bar with some friends.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, I was pretty drunk because, we were there with friends, drinking a lot. I drank probably way more than I should have, but we were having a good time, and that's where I messed up.
All right. Well, my mind automatically goes to you were there with friends. Did you mess around with one of her friends or something drunk?
I mean, all right. I mean, I just
that sounds like a
That's a
yes.
yes.
That sounds like a big yes to me, Paul.
You dirty dog.
All right. Well, let me just explain. Okay. So I don't know why, like, we're drinking like we're 21 again.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm coming back from the bathroom and I pass her friends. We start talking in the hallway. I don't even remember like how we got to the point, but we start making out. And I like, in like mid making out, like I sober up like instantly, like that moment of clarity, like, what the hell are you doing kind of thing. And at that point I was like, whoa, I got to get out of here. Like, this is not how I am. This is not who I am. Like, so I like called my Uber and I got the hell out of there. Like, pretty much at that point.
All right. That's understandable.
And what a crappy friend she has that's making out with some guy that she's crushing on. Like, that sucks.
Well, I mean, I don't want to put it on her. I mean, like, literally, I know how to drink, and that was not how you're supposed to drink, like, throughout the night. So, like, I take a lot of blame for that.
So you're kind of taking responsibility, but then you're kind of blaming alcohol. This is what I'm hearing from you, Paul.
I mean, you can blame it on the goose right now.
All right. So, well, that's understandable then why you'd be like, does it suck, though? I mean, it sounds like you guys were having a fun time dating. Does it suck that you made this mistake and now you don't feel like you can talk to her?
Totally, dude. We hit it off. It was like we had conversations that like probably some married people don't have. So it really sucks. But at this point, like, I don't know how, one, she'll take it, two, how to bring it up, and then like 3, how she'll feel like for the rest of the relationship.
Right.
So,
And
like,
I've got some ideas on how you can bring it up to her.
Oh, no, Jubal.
I actually have a really good idea.
Okay.
I think you should just talk to her because she's actually on the other line listening to this phone call.
What?
Yeah. Marie?
Hi.
Hey.
I don't even know what to say. I mean, did this seriously happen?
I mean, this is totally not how I wanted to tell you or even tell you really because I don't really know how to bring it up. Like, that's why I just kind of texted sorry. I was going to text you, like, this page and a half long text, and I was like, well, that's weird, so I didn't text it, and then, I don't know, I'm sorry.
I'm so disappointed.
I mean, me too. I mean, right now, I feel like even more so because now you're finding out this way, and, like, that's not who I am. I
can't believe my friend did that. I mean, she hasn't said anything to me.
Yeah, I don't want you to blame her. I mean, like, I'm taking responsibility for it. Like, I guess.
The goose.
Well, let me just say this. Like, it totally wasn't emotional at that point because there was no connection. Like, when I got that moment of clarity, I was like, what the is going on?
Yeah.
And it was just once?
Yeah, like, that's it. I don't even know her name, to be honest with you, and I don't really care to because, like I said, it wasn't emotional at that point. It was like 100% physical. I mean,
I don't even think you made out with me that night.
Ooh.
Maria, it's bad no matter what, but at least he's kind of a stand-up guy about it. I mean, a lot of guys would do this, and then they would continue to talk to you. They'd probably text your friend and be like, hey, don't mention what happened. Like, at least he was a big enough man to be like, I screwed up, and now I shouldn't continue this relationship.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's also like the biggest red flag ever. I mean, if he's already...
Yeah.
If he's...
How are you gonna
I mean, not
trust
that
him?
he's cheating on you because you haven't had that guy's talk yet, but if even in the beginning he's already making out with other chicks while you're there, I don't know.
But he said he's never done that. It's not like him.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Marie, I really like you, okay? I think we had a really good connection, and I think we still do.
Yeah.
Is there any way you can forgive me? I don't know what I can do to maybe that, you could forgive me for,
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that I'm finding out now, and I can't believe that my friend didn't even think that she needed to tell me. I mean, at least you're telling me. At least she was just going to keep it a secret. That's not a good friend.
Yeah, that definitely isn't.
Yeah, but he was pressured into telling you and didn't even realize he was telling you. He was never going to talk to you again, actually.
Would that have really been the situation where you just thought you never wanted to talk to me again?
Like I said, the one that got away, kind of situation. But I don't know. It's been eating me up inside, so I probably would have ended up calling you. I don't know, maybe tomorrow, the next day. Eventually, I would have called you. Eventually.
That's kind of sweet.
That's kind of sweet.
It clearly upset him so much that he knew he did something wrong, and there was a reason why he, was so upset by it and then had to just leave. I mean, it just shows how much he cares.
Yeah, I thought we had a really good connection, and it was.
Yeah, I agree.
We connected on so many levels. So
I
don't know.
I don't know why I have such a hard time believing you, Paul. I feel like you're just feeding her lines at this point. Would you forgive her if she made out with one of your friends that night?
I would have to know the situation. I'd have to know all the details. I'd have to know all the information. Like me personally, this situation. It was only physical. My mind, I was with Marie that night. I was not with her friend. I couldn't, emotionally kiss you then afterwards because I knew what I just did. So, I mean, really, I did it for you.
Oh, my God. Nice. You did not.
I mean, some things of the night, make more sense now. Oh. And you did say that you're sorry, and...
Well, I think this is a perfect point to ask. Hey, Paul, would you like to go out on a second date with Marie? We will pay for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to.
Marie, would you be willing to give Paul another shot?
Yeah, I really would.
Don't give him another shot after this one, though.
That will never happen again, okay, Marie? I can promise you that.
You really promise?
110%, I promise.
Well, congratulations, you guys. Yay. It's finally a successful second date. We haven't had a couple go out on a second date in a while.
We haven't, you're right.
I guess this is like a fourth date for you guys because you've been out on 3 dates.
Yeah, this will be number 4, yeah.
Yeah, Paul, I'm a forgiving and understanding person, and I'm excited to go out with you again. I got to be honest, I don't think that I'm going to be talking to my friend anymore. I hope that's not, weird or anything, but I don't need her in my life anymore.
I fully support that. I think that any friend that would do that to you is not a true friend.
I agree. Well, I'm glad this worked out. And whoever said the phrase, you can't have your cake and eat it too, wasn't true. We just learned that in a second date update.
Hello?
Hi, is this Amanda?
This is Amanda.
Hey, how's it going?
Wow, good. Ronald, I thought you were just a really, really sad man about the state of dating right now.
Yeah, that's kind of his issue. That's completely different than what I experienced.
Okay, good. There is hope out there for some people.
That's a Jubal flashback.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your email said that you went out with a girl to a video game arcade. Before we get into that, how did you meet her?
I actually met her on a new dating application I was trying out. Friend told me about it.
A dating application.
Fancy.
Well, you guys would probably know it as an app. App is short for applications.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, all right, so you met her on this dating application. Did you guys talk a bunch before you went out, or did you just kind of meet and then go out?
We seemed to hit it off pretty good through the text. So, yeah, we went ahead and decided to meet up at an old school arcade venue. So we went in there and played some old school games like, Asteroids, and they had all the ones. It was really fun. It was a really cool place.
Did you allow her to win, or did you destroy her?
Oh, no.
Well, actually, I'm a little bit competitive, but, I didn't want to, freak her out or anything. So, yeah, I kind of let her win a little bit, but I don't know, it started, eating away at me just slowly as the points were rising. I was like, oh, my God, this is terrible. I was like, I just felt like such a loser.
What? Okay, wait, slow down. One, why would you feel like a loser for not winning a video game?
I don't know, because I was looking around and everybody was, playing, and it was like the heavy competition thing started creeping in. There was a lot of couples there, and, most of the time the guy was winning. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like the only loser here that's losing to a female here.
So you actually, you were taking it seriously that you were losing. By the way, I guarantee none of those people were watching you. If you felt like they were watching you.
You weren't there, man. They were absolutely watching me. They kept glancing over and kind of gesturing to each other. I saw one lady kind of nudge her boyfriend, like, oh my God, look at this. It's embarrassing.
Well, you sound like an intense man.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little intense. I guess she thought so, too.
She thought so? Did she comment on it?
Yeah, she made a little comment. We were playing Pac-Man, and I'd almost tied us up, and I guess the controller kind of got stuck or something, and I couldn't swerve around a corner, and I got eaten, and in a momentary loss of judgment, I kicked the machine pretty hard.
Oh, dude!
So you're freaking out on the machine. That's awesome.
I'll kill you!
Not only that, but it sounds like every time you're losing, you have something else to blame besides, I don't know, your own lack of skills.
No, the controller stuck. It wasn't my fault at all. You know, it was one of those old school arcade games. Those kids have been beating up on that machine all day.
Yeah, people. So the thing is, people kick those things and then they get ruined.
Whatever, it wasn't that big a deal. I mean, it happened. You know, she didn't seem absolutely freaked out by it.
Absolutely freaked out.
But the manager of the store actually was a little upset. He actually walked over and kind of scolded me like a little kid, which is a little embarrassing.
Oh, really?
So wait, you went out to an arcade where you proceeded to get beat and then took it out on a machine, and you're wondering why this woman isn't calling you back?
Well, yeah, but I mean, hold on. It gets better. Trust me. It's going to get better. So
Better in a good way, or better like you ruined this date even more?
No. It was a good turnaround.
Okay, what happened?
So, you know, we're sitting there playing, and she kind of laughed about the manager. Seemed to, like, kind of turn her on a little bit, you know.
Oh, bad boy, huh?
Yeah.
Give her the bad boy thing, you know, and I just played it off like whatever.
Yeah.
And, so next thing I know, we're actually behind one of the pinball machines making out.
Wait, what?
Wow.
She made out with you behind a pinball machine?
Yeah, I guess it got her a little hot, you know, just kind of being the defiant, rebellious type.
That'll happen, man. You know what I mean? When you say screw the system, I'm going to kick this game if I want to. Who made the move to make out? You or her?
Well, I made the first move, duh. I mean, I'm a pretty badass guy.
Oh.
Sounds like it.
I don't go out too often, so, you know, when I do, I go for the kill.
Okay.
We lock lips, the next thing you know, I mean, we're just like all up and down each other's throats. So.
Wow.
I really misjudged this whole story.
Nice make out in the arcade.
I'll let you know.
How did the date end after your romance in the arcade?
It ended pretty good, actually, on a good note, because the manager actually saw us again. He walked by to change out the quarters or whatever in a machine, and he saw us making out. And then he came up and told us that we had to get out of there. And I was like, you know, f*** this place anyway. So I grabbed her hand and walked out the front door.
So he kicked you out because he saw you making out?
Right.
But you were making out in an arcade in midday.
I know, pretty badass, huh?
I think so, Ronald. Well, why do you think she's not calling you back then if you guys had such a hot, steamy romance in the arcade?
Well, we got back to my place, and, you know, the whole time we were pretty much, you know, a lot of physical contact, you know. It felt like...
Wow. It's still going. I thought you were done after the arcade.
No, I wasn't about to let the date end. You know, I took it back to my place.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Right. I misjudged you completely at the beginning of this call.
I don't know what's happening.
You got swag.
So what happened back at your place then?
We pretty much picked up where we left off at the arcade, you know, on a horizontal level.
You guys hooked up?
We didn't go all the way, but, I mean, we messed around quite a bit, and then at one point she just totally stopped on me, and I was kind of sitting there like, okay, you know, got us all hot and bothered here, and then she's wanting to take off. I didn't quite understand, you know, everything seemed like it was going really good. She was turned on. I don't know what it was.
Yeah. Well, you know, sometimes when a girl's around a guy like you, they can't trust themselves, so they got to get out of the situation, you know?
That's what I'm talking about.
So maybe that was it. How many times have you tried to get a hold of her since she left your place?
Quite a few times. I tried through the dating app twice, and, you know, I let a couple days go by. I just started to call her cell phone number and still didn't get any answer.
Okay.
And do you want to date her, or do you just want to finish what you guys started?
Yeah, definitely.
Which
one? Definitely what?
Well, both preferably.
Yeah,
okay.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
I appreciate it much.
Yeah, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Ronald is on the phone. And this isn't your grandma's Ronald. No, this Ronald is a certified badass. Kicking computer games and taking names. No respect for authority whatsoever. That's the Ronald we know. If you were just listening, we talked to Ronald about his first date with a girl named Julia. They went out, they went to an arcade. He got in trouble because he kicked one of the video games there, and the manager said, hey, don't kick our video games. And then he got up from that video game with his date and then pushed her against a pinball machine. They started making out, and then they got kicked out of the arcade for making out, but it didn't stop there. They went back to his house, and even made out a little bit more on his bed before she just couldn't take anymore and had to leave. All right, Ronald, are you ready to give her a call and find out why she would stop the action?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm not even going to guess on this one because I thought for sure it was because you were kind of a lunatic when it came to video games and she didn't like you, but she ended up back at your place, so I know nothing.
I know how to bring them home. What can I say?
Yeah, apparently you do, sir.
That's right, Ronald. Let's do this. Let's see why she wouldn't be calling you back, big dog.
I know you're just joking, but in real life, I'm kind of a badass.
Okay.
I know.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The dating world is a lot like playing a video game. Unless you have a cheat code, you're probably going to lose.
Wow. That's depressing.
You're going to spend hours and hours and hours in front of a game machine, pumping quarters into it and just watching it take and take and take.
Preach, brother.
And take everything that you have until you lose and walk away. And before you know it, you spent 4 years of your life trying to win this video game. It doesn't care one bit about you. And then you go back the next day and somebody else is there pressing its buttons.
Wow, that just got really...
Enough about me. We're talking
depressing.
about Ronald, who's on the phone right now to do a second date update. And apparently he actually went on a date to a video game arcade, and that's why I bring it up.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Ronald, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Wow,
Good.
Ronald, I thought you were just a really, really sad man about the state of dating right now.
Yeah, that's kind of his issue. That's completely different than what I experienced.
Okay, good. Good. There is hope out there for some people.
That's a Jubal flashback.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your email said that you went out with a girl to a video game arcade. Before we get into that, how did you meet her?
I actually met her on a new dating application I was trying out. Friend told me about it.
A dating application.
Fancy.
Well, you guys would probably know it as an app. App is short for applications.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, all right, so you met her on this dating application. Did you guys talk a bunch before you went out, or did you just kind of meet and then go out?
We seemed to hit it off pretty good through the text. So, yeah, we went ahead and decided to meet up at an old school arcade venue. So we went in there and played some old school games like, Asteroids, and they had all the ones. It was really fun. It was a really cool place.
Did you allow her to win, or did you destroy her?
Well, actually, I'm a little bit competitive, but, I didn't want to, freak her out or anything. So, yeah, I kind of let her win a little bit, but I don't know, it just started, eating away at me just slowly as the points were rising. I was like, oh, my God, this is terrible. I was like, I just felt like such a loser.
What? Okay, wait, slow down. One, why would you feel like a loser for not winning a video game?
I don't know, because I was looking around and everybody was, playing, and it was like the heavy competition thing started creeping in. There was a lot of couples there, and, most of the time the guy was winning. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like the only loser here that's losing to a female here.
So you actually, you were taking it seriously that you were losing. By the way, I guarantee none of those people were watching you. If you felt like they were watching you.
You weren't there, man. They were absolutely watching me. They kept glancing over and kind of gesturing to each other. I saw one lady kind of nudge her boyfriend, like, oh my God, look at this. It's embarrassing.
You sound like an intense man.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little intense. I guess she thought so, too.
She thought so? Did she comment on it?
Yeah, she made a little comment. We were playing Pac-Man, and I'd almost tied us up, and I guess the controller kind of got stuck or something, and I couldn't swerve around a corner, and I got eaten. And in a momentary loss of judgment, I kicked the machine pretty hard.
Oh, dude!
What?
So you're freaking out on the machine. That's awesome.
I'll kill you!
Not only that, but it sounds like every time you're losing, you have something else to blame besides, I don't know, your own lack of skills.
No, the controller stuck. It wasn't my fault at all. It was one of those old school arcade games. Those kids have been beating up on that machine all day.
Yeah, people. So the thing is, people kick those things, and then they get ruined.
Whatever, it wasn't that big a deal. I mean, it happened. She didn't seem absolutely freaked out by it.
Absolutely freaked out.
But the manager of the store actually was a little upset. He actually walked over and kind of scolded me like a little kid, which is a little embarrassing.
Oh, really?
So wait, you went out to an arcade where you proceeded to get beat and then took it out on a machine, and you're wondering why this woman isn't calling you back?
Well, yeah, but I mean, hold on. It gets better. Trust me. It's going to get better. So
Better in a good way, or better like you ruined this date even more?
No. It was a good turnaround.
Okay, what happened?
So, we're sitting there playing, and she kind of laughed about the manager. Seemed to, kind of turn her on a little bit,
Oh, bad boy, huh?
Yeah.
give her the bad boy thing, and I just played it off like whatever.
Yeah.
And, so next thing I know, we're actually behind one of the pinball machines making out.
Wait, what?
What?
Wow.
She made out with you behind a pinball machine?
Yeah, I guess it got her a little hot, just kind of being the defiant, rebellious type.
That'll happen, man. You know what I mean? When you say screw the system, I'm going to kick this game if I want to. Who made the move to make out? You or her?
Well, I made the first move, duh. I mean, I'm a pretty badass guy.
Oh.
Sounds like it.
I don't go out too often, so, when I do, I go for the kill.
Okay.
We lock lips, the next thing you know, we're just like all up and down each other's throats. So.
Wow.
I really misjudged this whole story.
Nice make out in the arcade.
I'll let you know.
How did the date end after your romance in the arcade?
It ended pretty good, actually, on a good note, because the manager actually saw us again. He walked by to change out the quarters or whatever in a machine, and he saw us making out. And then he came up and told us that we had to get out of there. And I was like, f this place anyway. So I grabbed her hand and walked out the front door.
So, he kicked you out because he saw you making out?
Right.
But you were making out in an arcade in midday.
I know, pretty badass, huh?
I think so. Ronald? Yeah. Well, why do you think she's not calling you back then if you guys had such a hot, steamy romance in the arcade?
Well, we got back to my place, and, the whole time we were pretty much, a lot of physical contact, it felt like...
Wow. It's still going. I thought you were done after the arcade.
No, I wasn't about to let the date end. I took it back to my place.
Oh. Wow. Wow.
I misjudged you completely at the beginning of this call.
I don't know what's happening.
You got swag.
So what happened back at your place then?
We pretty much picked up where we left off at the arcade, on a horizontal level.
You guys hooked up?
We didn't go all the way, but, we messed around quite a bit, and then at one point she just totally stopped on me, and I was kind of sitting there like, okay, got us all hot and bothered here, and then she's wanting to take off. I didn't quite understand, everything seemed like it was going really good. She was turned on. I don't know what it was.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when a girl's around a guy like you, they can't trust themselves, so they got to get out of the situation,
That's what I'm talking about.
So maybe that was it. How many times have you tried to get a hold of her since she left your place?
Quite a few times. I tried through the dating app twice, and, I let a couple days go by. Just started to call her cell phone number and still didn't get any answer.
Okay.
And do you want to date her, or do you just want to finish what you guys started?
Yeah, definitely.
Which
one? Definitely what?
Well, both preferably.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
I appreciate it much.
Yeah, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Ronald is on the phone. And this isn't your grandma's Ronald. No, this Ronald is a certified badass. Kicking computer games and taking names. No respect for authority whatsoever. That's the Ronald we know. If you were just listening, we talked to Ronald about his first date with a girl named Julia. They went out, they went to an arcade. He got in trouble because he kicked one of the video games there, and the manager said, hey, don't kick our video games. And then he got up from that video game with his date and then pushed her against a pinball machine. They started making out, and then they got kicked out of the arcade for making out, but it didn't stop there. They went back to his house and even made out a little bit more on his bed before she just couldn't take anymore and had to leave. All right, Ronald, are you ready to give her a call and find out why she would stop the action?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm not even going to guess on this one because I thought for sure it was because you were kind of a lunatic when it came to video games and she didn't like you, but she ended up back at your place, so I know nothing.
I know how to bring them home. What can I say?
Yeah, apparently you do, sir.
That's right, Ronald. Let's do this. Let's see why she wouldn't be calling you back, big dog.
I know you're just joking, but in real life, I'm kind of a badass.
Okay.
I know. I'm not saying that you're not, Ronald. I just think that should be your theme song. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to dial her phone number.
Dial her up. Let's quit around. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Okay. Ronald means business.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, is Julia there?
Hi, this is she.
Hey, Julia, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to know why I'm calling you?
I would love to know.
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with a guy, and he emailed us seeing if we could get you on the phone.
Uh-oh.
Have you been on a lot of dates recently?
No, not too many. I mean, I feel like I do maybe 2 per week. I try not to overwhelm myself.
Okay. Well, this one was with a guy named Ronald. Hey, is Jordan there?
Speaking.
Jordan, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
So say that again. Who are you?
Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
It's a radio program. You can hear it on the radio in the morning.
Great.
Cool.
Glad we got that out of the way.
Is there a reason that you're calling me?
You went out on a date with a girl named Virginia a little while ago. Or should I say you had coffee with a girl named Virginia?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Virginia liked you a lot.
Okay.
And so she emailed us because she wanted to see if we could get you on the phone since you aren't answering any of her phone calls or text messages. It's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. That's exactly what it is. If somebody gets blown off, they enlist our help to get you on the phone and find out why. So is there a reason that you don't want to go out with Virginia again?
This is very confusing and very odd, and I don't know if I should be telling you guys anything because I think this is personal. No?
You haven't heard confusing or odd yet.
Yeah.
Trust me.
What do you mean by that?
Don't worry about it. I know that this can be a very strange thing to do, but is there a reason that you're not calling Virginia back? She liked you a lot. Like a lot.
Truthfully?
Yeah?
She's really, really lovely and really nice, and it's just not someone I felt like was a really perfect match. You know what I mean? And I don't know, maybe it's me. I am seeing a few other women right now, and I'm not really looking for anything serious.
Okay.
Okay. You sound like a catch the way she described you.
I don't know about that, but I'm sure I'm sure she's not going to have a problem finding a guy. But she's really, I mean, when I say she's lovely, she really is. She's really pretty, it was a chemistry issue. I don't know what it was, but I think I'm weird like that, to be honest. But I mean, I feel bad about it because I know she's called a few times, and I haven't called her back. I will admit that. I think I'm just really picky. I mean, and unfortunately, I frustrated, I think, many women that way.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, you went on one coffee date. How can you really tell?
I mean, it's nothing against her, but I just felt this stronger connection with these other women that I'm seeing. So it's nothing to do with her, really, at the end of the day. So
that's it, huh?
Yeah. I don't know if there's supposed to be something else.
Not really, no. It's just we do these second date updates a lot, and usually somebody's weird on a date or something. It's just kind of boring. You're kind of boring me, Jordan, is what I'm saying.
Well, I don't... I'm not. I think I'm a nice guy, so I'm not gonna. I'm not out to take advantage of people that way. And that's
good. Yeah, like what Jubal said, boring, rational, logical.
I do feel bad about not calling her, but I don't see a future there. I'm just not interested in going further.
Yeah. What if I told you that she doesn't see much of a future either?
What?
Well, actually, you know what? I feel better letting her explain this part.
Okay, so you want to have her call me or?
No, she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
But she's on the phone right now, or she's on the
yeah, she's on the phone listening. Would like to talk to you.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. This is
How are you?
I'm a little confused. Yeah, I'm sorry if I said anything that was hurtful to you. You know, I certainly don't want you to feel bad about,
I don't feel bad at all. Like, I agree with you. I don't see a future for us either, actually.
Okay. Sorry, I guess I was presuming. So what are you talking about then? Because I don't know why all these people called me. Can you?
Yeah, so I, wanted to talk to you about something. I was just wondering, if we could maybe get together. I have, a pretty important question to ask you, and yeah, I was just wondering if you'd be willing to do that.
I don't know. I think that sounds a little bit like a date, right? I thought both of us really aren't interested in that.
Okay, fine. You know what? So I have something to ask you, and it's going to sound a little crazy and a little bit weird, but I just want to get it out there. I am wondering if you would get me pregnant.
So say that one more time. What did you just say?
Yeah, I mean, this actually might work out perfectly because we don't have to see each other. We don't have to have a relationship.
I just think you check all the boxes for what I want, and I just was wondering if you would get me pregnant. It's a pretty good deal for you.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I think we skipped a couple steps. No?
I mean, you don't have to be involved. I don't need any monetary support from you.
Is this serious? Are you being serious, or is this like some prank or something? Are you serious?
No, I'm dead serious. This is not a prank. This is my real life here.
Oh my god.
Something I really want. And I've gone out with so many different guys, and you were amazing and perfect, and I would be honored if you said yes.
Okay, I can't believe you're actually saying this. Like you really want me to sleep with you once, and we're done. That's it.
Well, enough times to get me pregnant.
That could be a lot of times.
Jordan, she's 100% serious too. This is not a joke, man.
This is so weird.
Yeah, this is really weird. I don't know. I don't really know how to answer this, and this is a huge question. It's a big deal.
Have you ever thought about having kids or being a sperm donor before?
I've never thought about kids in any way at all, so this is really weird.
That's a bigger question.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it. I am the one that will be taking care of it. You don't even have to be in the picture after it's done. Just do what you do best.
Do what you do best. That's a big vote of confidence for you, Jordan.
Yeah.
Is that what you do best?
I have no comment on that.
Oh my god, there'd be so much pressure going into the bedroom before this. It's like a business deal, but with your clothes off.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I can. I'm guaranteed to panic in that situation right now.
We'll just treat it like a normal date, and you have a guaranteed good time. It will not feel like a business deal.
Yeah, Jordan, if you go on one more date, you'll know exactly how that thing's going to end.
Yeah, 100% success rate.
No strings attached.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call that a date, to be honest with you.
What if I offered you some money? What if I offered you $10,000 before I get pregnant, and then an additional $5,000 when I get pregnant?
Whoa! That's a lot of money.
What about that? Would you do it then? And you know what? Then I'll also have some legal papers drafted up, so you'll have $15,000 and some legal papers that say you don't have anything to do with it. You don't need to be involved at all. How about that?
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I cannot believe this is happening.
Neither can we, dude.
Yeah. I really wish I had coffee.
Hey, Jordan, would you like to go out on a second date with Virginia? You can make $15,000 and try to make a baby after, and we'll pay for dinner too.
Oh, wow, what a deal.
Sounds like a great night to me, Jordan. Would you do it?
Will you pay for college?
Yeah, no kidding.
That's on Virginia, so you can do that.
And child support for the rest of your life? Oh, and the therapy?
No, I meant for me.
Yeah, I'm not paying for your therapy, no, but I will pay for dinner so you guys can go out and discuss your transaction further.
I'm happy to hang out and see and talk. I'm not going to say right now that yes, I will get you pregnant, but I will certainly say yes to coffee. Can we just start there?
Oh my God!
Congratulations, Virginia. That sounds like you got a second date.
That's awesome. We can definitely start there.
Oh my gosh! I wish I could be in that coffee shop and hear what you guys are going to talk about. It'd be so awkward for anyone sitting near you.
Now that I think about it, I will probably need something a little stronger than coffee.
I'm sorry, who?
Jack, we met off Tinder. What up, girl? Remember me?
No.
You don't? We totes hung out like 5 times.
Sorry, I think you have the wrong number.
No, hey, Violet, don't hang up. This is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5.
Okay.
We've never met on Tinder before. Do you listen to the radio show at all?
I mean, I've heard of it.
You've heard of it. Okay. You recently went out with one of our listeners, and now you're not calling him back, and he likes you a lot and would love to see you again. But since you're not answering his calls, he asked us to call you and see if we can get you on the phone and ask if there's something wrong with him. His name is Derek.
Okay.
You remember meeting Derek off of Tinder?
Yeah.
Derek says he's been trying to get a hold of you for a little while after you guys hung out a few times. Do you not like Derek?
Well, he's a liar, and I really don't deal with liars.
Oh. What do you mean that he's a liar?
Everyone I meet on Tinder is a liar.
And I really don't have time for guys like that.
Do you mind telling us what you think? I don't mean to say what you think because that assumes that he didn't lie. Do you mind telling us what he lied about?
Well, Derek told me he had Seahawks tickets and that he was going to take me to the next game. And then the game came and went, and guess what? No invite.
Wait.
So, okay, Violet, you feel like he lied to you about inviting you to the Seahawks game?
Yeah, obviously. He probably doesn't even have Seahawks tickets. He's probably just trying to make himself look good, being all like, oh, yeah, I have Seahawks tickets, baby, I want to take you.
But don't you think maybe he could have invited you to another game? Like you may be jumping the gun, assuming that he's just a lying jerk right away?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, what's your name?
Jubal?
Jubal. I didn't call you. You called me.
True.
Okay, and I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
He told me that he had Seahawks tickets and that he was going to take me to the next game. So he's a liar because he didn't do that.
Did you?
He is a liar, just like every other guy I've dealt with. Okay.
Did you ask him about the game afterwards, or?
Honestly, I don't even want to talk to him anymore because, like I said, I just don't deal with that.
Wow. Okay. It just, you sound so upset.
Uh-huh.
And you don't really have proof that he doesn't have tickets, right? He just didn't invite you. I'm just a little confused.
Okay, what don't you understand about the fact that he told me he was going to take me somewhere and then he never invited me? That's the lie.
Got it. All right. Thank you, Violet. Thank you for explaining it to me that way. I do understand now. And I agree. I wouldn't want to go out with somebody that lied to me either, especially if they strung me along with like going to a Seahawks game or something and they never invited me. So I understand why you don't want to call Derek back.
Finally, you get it. How many times do I have to explain this to you?
Hey, Violet, I'm just...
Don't judge me and don't call me anymore,
Violet,
okay?
Violet, I'm not judging you at all. I'm actually on your side. I'm saying if he lied to you, then you have every right to be upset at him. Okay?
Whatever.
I don't, yeah.
Hey, Violet, before I let you go, I know I can
I'm
sense...
sorry, who's the girl back there? Who's the girl? She keeps making those snarky comments?
Yeah, that's me.
Violet,
Hi,
Violet, I can sense that you want to hang up the phone, but I just hang on for 1 second, okay?
What else do you have to say? I don't even know why I'm still on the phone with you. What the else do you have to tell me?
I don't have anything else to say to you, but Derek does.
Hey, Violet.
Derek?
Yeah? What the hell?
What the hell? You call me into this radio station after you lie to me about the tickets?
What the are you talking about? I didn't lie to you. I have season tickets. Damn, we've
and
been
you told me
talking
you were
for a
going to
little
take
under.
me to
No,
the
I'm
game.
talking. We have been talking for a little under 2 weeks now. Yeah, I have season tickets. I didn't take you to that game because I'd already promised that to my best friend. You know, I assumed that you knew, since you seem like such a damn big Seahawks fan, that there's going to be more than one home game.
Derek, you told me you were going to take me to a game and then you didn't.
I was going to take you to the next game, but that now. You know, maybe you should let people on Tinder know that you're such a selfish before they start talking to you. So you're just trying to whore yourself out for Seahawks tickets.
Whoa! I feel like it's
Swinging. Yeah.
You know what? I don't even believe that you have tickets, okay?
You know, I'm sorry. I assumed you weren't a card. You knew that there was more than one damn home game.
Oh my god, that's my favorite. I'm sorry.
You know what, guys? I know how this show works, and usually ask her if she wants to go on a second date, but screw that.
You don't want a second date? Hey, Violet, I was just about to ask if you will
I
go
do
out
not.
with... Well, maybe she wants a second date.
Yeah.
Violet, do you want to go out with Derek again?
That's a dumbass question, okay?
Got
I
it.
do not deal with liars, and I know one when I smell one. I'm done.
That was quick. That was a quick second date update, short and to the point. Derek, did you know she was a psycho? Because you sounded like you liked her a lot. Did she show any signs of that when you were on your date?
No, I so blown away right now. I had no idea. God.
She must be like really hot and you weren't paying attention or something, because that was intense.
No, that's like two different people. Like, that's just ridiculous.
I thought I was a Seahawks fan.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, so she basically thought that you lied to her about having Seahawks tickets and then felt so entitled. That's the other thing that gets me too. She just felt like, this guy has Seahawks tickets. He didn't invite me. He's a liar. He's a liar and a douchebag, and I don't want to see him.
That's such an expensive date, too. She just expected you to give her one of your tickets?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. She asked if I was a fan. I told her that she should come to a game with me sometime since I have season tickets, and I didn't set a date or anything or We didn't pick out a specific game.
What, Derek? You lied to her. Jeez. How dare you? Well, obviously you didn't get a second date out of the whole thing, but at least you dodged a big bullet there, I think.
Oh, yes. One big, scary psycho bullet.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Madeline, please?
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Olivia?
Yeah, this is her.
Hey, Olivia, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hello?
How's it going?
Good. I'm sorry, who are you from?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show. Am I disturbing you at work or something? You sound...
Yeah, sorry. I don't mean to be rude.
No,
Is this like a promotion to buy something?
It is not a promotion to buy something. I'm actually calling you because a listener of ours sent us an email about you, and he wanted us to call you.
Okay.
I'll explain. His name is Kevin. You and him recently went out on a date. You probably remember Kevin because he couldn't find the restaurant you were supposed to go to, and you ended up going back to your place and just having a few beers.
Right.
Okay, well, Kevin really liked you and is wondering why you're not calling him back. Is there something that Kevin did on your date to make you not want to see him again?
You know, I just don't really feel like it's something to talk about. And, yeah.
Okay, but is it more than him not being able to find the restaurant?
No, that was super irritating, and like, what grown man can't find a freaking restaurant? But
Yeah.
no, that's not the issue.
That's not the issue.
No, is he? Is this some? Did he just like write an email, and you guys are calling me and like wasting my day, or?
Yep, that's pretty much exactly what happened. And I know that you're at work and you sound busy,
Yeah,
and I don't want you to. What's that?
I just want to know like what the premise of this, so that way I know if I need to change my phone number.
Whoa.
No, we won't be calling you ever again after this. I'd appreciate you, though, hanging on, because it's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. Basically, we want to tell Kevin what he did wrong on your date so he can learn not to do it again on other dates. It sounds like you don't want to see him again. Can you tell us what the main issue is? What did he do?
I went to the kitchen to make us a drink, and when I came out, he wasn't in the living room where I left him, and where he was coming out from did not seem like the bathroom, and he seemed really weird about it. Like, he just seemed weird, and then I went back. It just got really awkward. It's not that big of an apartment, so it's not that hard to find the bathroom, and my door to my bedroom was ajar.
You think he went in your room?
I think he stole a pair of my freaking panties.
What?
For
and
real?
I do not want him anywhere near me.
Hold up. Okay, I was just going to say that he went into your room, and that's weird, but you think that he stole a pair of your underwear.
I think he couldn't find a restaurant, but he could find my freaking underwear drawer.
Okay, Olivia, that's a big claim. Are you sure you're not just imagining something? Why would you think that he would do that?
He was just so weird, and it was like awkward from the beginning, and I felt like I'd made a bad decision even when I was letting him into my apartment, and it just got worse. And then when he wasn't in the living room, like, why didn't he just say, hey, can I please use your bathroom? Like, have some common courtesy if you're a stranger.
And then are you just assuming that he stole your underwear? Like, are you missing underwear?
My drawer was ajar.
Yeah.
You could have possibly left that there, right?
Yeah, but if you have a gut feeling about something...
And I don't remember hearing the toilet run. Like, you know how after you pee and you flush, it kind of like runs for a little bit to fill back up?
Yeah.
I don't remember hearing that.
Are you missing underwear?
I have like 100.
Okay, so you don't know. I know every single one of my underwear. They're all cataloged and charted. Yeah, I know when I'm missing a pair.
I wouldn't know either.
So you don't really know. You don't have any proof that he took your underwear, but that's just what you're thinking.
Yeah, I think he's really weird, and he creeped me out, and the freak flag went off, and I asked him to leave my apartment.
You don't want to ask him if he did take your underwear?
Sorry, my boss is giving me a weird look. I'll be right back. Okay, what was your question?
You don't want to ask him if he did take your underwear?
No. I don't ever want to talk to this guy again.
Oh, that's a shame because, Olivia, he's actually on the other line, and I would love to find out. Kevin, did you steal Olivia's underwear?
I would never steal anyone's underwear, let alone, like, on a first date. I was using the bathroom.
Oh, really? You were using the bathroom?
Yeah.
You didn't have to pee and didn't wash your hands? You were just in there to check yourself out? And you're in the living room?
No, I had to pee quickly. I was in a car driving around for 25 minutes straight looking for the restaurant.
Honestly, I don't care if you had to pee and you peed. I don't care. You're creepy, and I don't ever want to go out with you again.
Okay, well, you don't know for sure that he stole your underwear, Olivia. Like, you could be just making that up.
Even if he didn't steal my underwear, the fact that my first instinct was that he did makes me believe that this is not husband material. Like, this is not a good idea.
You never know, there's lots of weddings that have started off like that.
What was it about him that was so creepy?
Lack of timeliness, lack of eye contact, awkward breathing.
You just described like most men.
Olivia, look, I am truly sorry if you felt that was creepy, but I absolutely did not take your underwear. I wasn't even in your bedroom. Please, just give me another chance.
I'm sorry. I just really can't deal with this right now. And no, it's just you were too creepy. I have a job to keep, so good luck.
All right.
Oh.
Kevin, did you take Olivia's underwear?
No.
Be honest.
No.
Kevin, are you creepy? What is so creepy about you?
I don't know. Wow. That's nothing I can fix.
Kevin, are you all right? Look, there's one of two things here. Either you are a creep and you stole her underwear, or Olivia's crazy.
Yeah.
And she's the weird one who just assumes that by you going to her bathroom, you're stealing her underwear. What is it?
I was really embarrassed for not finding the restaurant, so maybe I was acting weird and strange, but I didn't take her underwear, so that is crazy.
It's not like he's going to admit to us anyway.
Yeah.
You're probably
No,
wearing them right now, Kevin, for all we know.
Kevin, are you wearing Olivia's underwear?
No.
You guys, don't beat up on him. If he stole them, why would he call us for
Because
the answer?
true.
Crazy people do crazier things.
Yeah, maybe she's crazy.
I don't think so.
So-
I believe her gut instinct. I think you're a creep.
If she had such a gut instinct, why would she
Come on.
invite him into her apartment?
Well,
I feel bad for him.
yeah, Kevin. Hey, look, I didn't get to ask her if she wanted a second date with you.
Oh,
You know, normally I do that. You know what? How about this? If you want a date with Kevin, text us 78592. He might be an underwear thief, but I'll pay for you to go out with him.
I am not an underwear thief.
You guys could go to Victoria's Secret together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Nina, I've been worried about you.
Okay, who is this?
Oh, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. This is Brooke,
Hey, Nina.
and Jose is the guy that you just heard laugh.
Okay, why am I talking to a bunch of people?
Because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened. And you recently met up with one of our listeners, but now you're not talking to him.
Okay, this is weird.
Yes.
I know. I figured it would be. But his name is Sean.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, he seems like a really cool guy.
What?
Wait, hold on, Nina.
Okay.
Why are you being so nonchalant about this whole thing? Because he said that you ditched him.
I ditched him?
Yeah, that's what he says.
He said you went to the bathroom and, didn't come back, ditched him.
Oh my God. I guess I did. Oh God.
I'm so confused.
I can't believe I did that. That was so mean.
Yeah.
How are you not? I am so confused by you right now, Nina.
Me too.
Yeah, how did
I
you
know.
How'd you ditch him on accident? And then why haven't you responded to his phone calls or anything?
To be honest, when I went to the bathroom, I accidentally met up with my ex, and
Okay.
obviously we're no longer together, but we just have this chemistry, and whenever we see each other, we just hook up. We can't seem to keep our hands off each other, and I just,
When you went to the bathroom, you ran into your ex and went home with him?
Yeah, we just, you know how it is when there's passion for someone. I honestly forgot about Sean, and I was just in the moment, and we took off, and I ended up spending the rest of the night with him. I'm really sorry. I feel terrible.
But how are you just now realizing that you ditched Sean in this whole thing?
I know. It was we just had so much fun that night. I guess I just completely forgot about Sean.
Okay. Why not call him back or text him back after he tried to get a hold of you?
I felt a little weird afterward, I didn't want to tell him. I didn't want to lie to him. I just kind of figured it was a quick situation and he would go away. So I just kind of left it at that.
I think that's pretty understandable.
Yeah.
What are you
The
going
only
to say?
problem is, Nina, he hasn't gone away because he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious right now? Like, is this really real life?
Are you serious? You had him waiting on the phone to talk to me this whole time? What's wrong with you guys? Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, but yeah, he was waiting this whole time to talk to you, and now I guess he knows the truth.
What kind of person does this? Like, you actually forgot that we were in the middle of a date? Like, how could you just forget that a human being even exists because you bump into some dude?
Oh, my God. Sean, first of all, I was drunk, and we, like, I literally had just met you, like, you know, what was it, like 45 minutes? So
after
you're a
you
nice
sobered up,
guy, but...
So after you sobered up, you saw my text, you saw that you missed calls, no, nothing in you. There was no remorse, no, oh, man, that's pretty messed up, nothing. No.
I mean, I feel bad about it, but I kind of figured it was such a quick hookup, and I thought I said goodbye to you before I left, so, you know, I forgot. You know, I was, like I said, I had a few drinks, so I wasn't thinking clearly.
We're on a first date, Nina. I mean, you just go hook up with your ex-boyfriend. You don't sound like you're all that broken up about it. I mean...
I do feel bad about it, but come on, we met on Tinder, dude. I mean, you know, it's not like you're going to propose to me or anything, so I didn't think it was a big deal. I mean, you know, I guess maybe at some point I would have reached. I just really didn't put a lot of thought into it.
At some point? What, were you going to wait till I had a birthday? I mean...
No, I figured I would call you at some point, but, you know, I was just wrapped up with my ex, and I wasn't really putting a lot of focus on it, you know?
Nina.
Oh, my God.
I know. I feel so bad for you, Sean. Nina, that is really messed up that you just ditched somebody. He had a bad night to begin with. He had already been ditched by his friends.
Well, first of all, not everybody has an ex like my ex. Okay, this guy, well, I won't even get into that. And I mean, I do feel bad for Sean. I just never thought it was that deep, really.
You know what? Now I don't even feel as bad. I don't even feel as bad. Because you know what I did? So I wouldn't take a total loss for the night. I hooked up with one of her girlfriends.
No way! You did not tell us that before, Sean.
Wait a minute. What? You did what?
Oh, now it matters? Now it matters?
Wait a minute. Who was it? Who did you hook up with?
I mean, why does it matter? You know, I'm just some guy you were going to call on his birthday. I mean,
no,
what difference does it make?
You know, it doesn't even matter. I bet I know who it was anyway. It's she's a slut in the group. But now I'm just like, I'm really confused because if you did that, why are you going through all this trouble to contact me? Why don't you just go with her?
That's a good point.
Why are you contacting me?
I mean, I was a little more interested in you, but, you know, I'm over that now, obviously.
Well, you're not. I mean, it's sounding all confusing to me because if you're interested in me, why are you hooking up with one of my friends?
Oh, let me
Dude, that's not cool.
Let me use your drunk excuse. Oh, I was drunk, so, you know, it just kind of happened.
Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
All right, well, on this note, Nina, I would like to ask you if you would like to go out with Sean again on a second date. We will pay for it.
That's a very generous offer, but I think I will respectfully decline.
Oh, my God. I wanted you guys to go out again to see who you'd actually end up going home with that night.
Well, maybe you can pay for him to go out with okay?
I mean, good. I mean, I don't want to go with you again anyway. I mean, honestly, your girlfriend was a little hotter than you, and then there was a couple other ones that I might be more interested in that was in that party anyway. So, yeah.
Okay, so now Sean's got all the girls.
This is why I should meet up with guys on Tinder. I am done with that whole situation. I mean, you have, like, completely turned me off. And, like, if I'm going to be meeting jerks like you, then, nah, not even worth it.
Whoa.
That's fine. Yeah, stick to guys that dump you in real life.
My gosh.
All right, well, thank you very much, you guys. And at least, hey, Sean, look at it this way. Now that you're kind of an ex of hers, you went on a date, next time you see her out with another dude, you might be able to hook up with her. It all works out.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Charlie, please?
This is he.
Hey, Charlie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.